Step in the ring, it's NXT time. D-Walk on the mic, gonna blow your mind. We bring the energy, the crowds go wild. We stay on top, we never back down. We break the boundaries, push the limits. NXT wrestling, we the epitome of brilliance. From the mat to the mic, we bring the fire. D-Walk's the name, I'm the rhyme supplier.
In a squared circle, we wrestle with passion, heart and dedication. That's our ultimate fashion. Rise to the top, we dominate the game. NXT superstars, we won't be the same.
In the squared circle, we wrestle with passion, heart and dedication. That's our ultimate fashion. We rise to the top, we dominate the game. NXT superstars, we won't be the same.
Yo, welcome to fucking NXT time with your boy D-War. I got, you know how we do it, we carry, we roll, how you do it? Big. We roll real big, how you say it. I got my boy, Joe. How you doing, bro?
Oh, I'm fine. Just ready to talk about all the things that WWE is doing wrong and the fact of why I don't like any WWE product and why I don't watch it no more.
Yeah, and Joe barely be on, and like I said, Joe gonna be that one fucking one that's gonna be like, he'll tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yeah, fuck WWE product.
Yeah, especially on WWE. Then you got my boy Kane the Destroyer.
It's I am him. What's going on, y'all?
Yeah, oh shit. And then we got the man. Hey, man, you might as well go ahead and join us, man. You might as well be the family and everything, bro. Like, come on, man. You the commentator. You might as well be the middleman and everything, We got EOD in this bitch, baby, because EOD, like, hey, he the referee. EOD is like Charles Robinson. He like Earl Hebner. Let's got EOD in this bitch, bro. Come on, man. Let's talk about this bitch.
Hey, how y'all doing, everybody? D-Walk is over there cleaning the camera.
And
Uh-oh.
What's up, bro? How you doing?
I'm good.
Hello.
Oh, we got somebody else. Hey, what's up?
Don the Don. Misfit Nation.
We got the motherfucking legend Krishan and Don in this bitch. How you doing, bro?
I am good. How are you fellas doing?
Man, hey, it's always a privilege when we got EOD, we got Joe, and then we got you on this bitch. Oh, man, it's a privilege, bro.
Hey, man. We're here for you, bro.
We're here.
We're here.
That's our privilege. Like, y'all, man, it ain't too often when we see all three of y'all get on here. It's crazy.
A lot of people think we're the same person.
Hey.
You've never seen us in the same room.
Hey, Bruce Wayne, Batman, they were like, How you doing today, man? What's going on? How was your day, bro?
Oh, you talk. I don't know who you're talking.
Yeah,
to.
you. I was talking to you.
I'm good, man. Just a busy day with work and stuff, but nothing interesting. Trust me.
We ain't talking about NXT. Hey, EOD, you know how you do it, bro. Come on, man. You do it way better than I do. Let's talk about it.
He said way better.
All right, so we start off with only 4 matches on the card tonight, so it's going to be probably a quick review. They start off with an intro package. I thought the intro package was pretty good, but they start out the first match of the evening was the Hardy Boys versus Dark State. Winner take all.
EOD, so what you're saying is it's a typical WWE 4 to 5 match card?
It was called Showdown. It's supposed to be their special, but they only had, because they had 2 Survivor Series type matches, so they only had the 4 matches because it took the Survivor Series matches took a long time, or maybe a half hour. So
I'm starting to think Triple H can't count past 5.
Oh man!
So there you go. So D-Walk, what did you think of the Hardys Dark State?
Oh,
Because I know you watched it.
Oh,
Think you watched it.
oh. Hey, first of all, I thought Dark State should have never won the tag team titles. It wasn't no reason for them to win the tag team titles. Second of all, I hate Dark State. Third of all, Dark State suck. Second of all, I don't know. I just, man, like, and what it would piss me off more if fucking we see, what's the Out the Mud win the tag team titles. I'll be pissed off with that, but I'm happy to see the Hardys win the tag team titles because they're the most dominant tag team champions ever in life, like ever. I'm happy to see that. But to me, I don't understand why. I mean, I understand like you got to have a heel face, a heel win over like when how you say it uh Hank and Stank when they won the titles, and then they lost it to Dark State. I understand the fact about it, like, yeah, you got to have a heel versus face, but I just,
Okay.
I don't know. I'm hoping they don't win it back, bro.
Let me cut you off there for a minute. Let's be real about this whole Dark State Hardy Boys winning the NXT Tag Team titles. The only reason they gave the NXT Tag Team titles to the fucking Hardy Boys is to fucking give them the titles that they haven't held yet to add to their resume because they're going to put them in the Hall of Fame this year.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, same thing like New Day. New Day got the belts and everything too at one point. Just
they're going to put the Hardys in the WWE Hall of Fame this year.
Yeah.
They're going to be the first non-contracted WWE talent to be put in the Hall of Fame.
Hey,
I could see. Yeah, I could definitely see that.
It's not like they don't deserve it.
I'm not saying they don't deserve it, Kane, but it's like you're wanting to push young talent.
Yeah.
But you're giving your young talent in a young talent brand the tag team titles to the old guard.
Yeah, but I was thinking maybe they won't have it long.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
I don't know how long they're going to have it because they have the TNA tag team titles now too. They have both titles.
I was thinking it might be just to say that they would kind of like I'm saying what you're saying, but I think it won't be no longevity in this stuff. There's no reason for it.
But they're also going to face the Dudley Boys at Bound for Glory,
and that's not for the championships, is it?
Probably will be,
but it might because they were already champions when they announced the match to begin with. I believe I could be mistaken on that.
No, they
didn't have the champion.
They weren't champions at the time, but now they have two sets of titles. So now the Dudleys are going to be like, well, we haven't been NXT champions yet.
Yeah, I don't even think they're going to win it because I think Devon's he's maybe one match past his last match. So I think this is.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to win because I don't think there's going to be. I don't think he's got a defense in him left. So.
Yeah, but who's to say they don't win him and then just turn him over?
They could do that.
Yeah. And then they have a tournament. And then they have a tournament.
Devon is way past, bro.
Yeah,
he's way past. Man,
yeah.
I don't know if y'all remember, but they done something for ECW a few months ago, and I watched it. It was like Dudley Boys. It was Dudley Boys, Tommy Dreamer. It was few of the ECW originals they did a couple months ago, and I seen Devon wasn't really taking any bumps. Really, wasn't taking any bumps, and then at that time he just got out of surgery. I think it was. I don't know, it was back surgery. It was some kind of surgery. So I don't really expect if they had that match. I don't respect that much after that match. I don't know if that makes sense or not.
No, that makes sense.
I mean, it makes sense. I don't know. I just feel like the Dudleys. I mean, I feel like they have a chance of winning the titles.
If they do that, that's cool. But that will defeat the whole fucking purpose. Because we can't have these old guys, man, way past their prime, you know what I'm saying, doing this, man. Hey, these guys, they cannot work no full-time schedule, bro.
Welcome to the age of the Saudi Arabians.
Hey, for real.
Blood money makes anybody do what they got to do. Even if you got 35 bad knee surgeries, 25 hip replacements, and 3 back surgeries, you still gonna go out there for that money.
Man, talk your
What
shit.
he said.
Talk your shit. Man,
Tell you right now, bro, they pulled Shawn Michaels out of retirement.
Yeah, I didn't think that was going to happen, but there's too much money. He couldn't turn it down.
They paid him like $25 million to come out of retirement.
That man could not turn that down. Like, I don't even blame him at that point. It was like, look, it is what it is. Because Shawn was like, he was content with not wrestling again.
No, he was good,
and he's still content with not wrestling again. So actually, I don't even think he could if he wanted to.
Him and offered him money to do Saudi Arabia WrestleMania next year.
Yeah, because I'm like, I know he got the rod pulled out of him or whatever. Recently. Yeah. So
the rod was bent to fucking shit. Like it was all contorted. It looked like a fucking looked like a goddamn like a slinky bend. It was all like bent up and shit.
Why I gotta look like a slinky bend though?
It was all fucked up,
bro.
He said he was sitting out until we started talking about TKO.
Oh.
Because he didn't watch NXT, and I said, neither did I. I'm only here to sit on the product.
Yeah, so this is what's going to happen with the show tonight. We got 2 shows in one show. We got a 2-for-1 tonight. So we're going to try to wrap up the NXT portion of it quick, so then they could go ahead and do the other portion of the show and see if we can get it on the 2 hours to get those clips. But if not, then oh well. Then it's never happened. We'll wrap this up though. All right, so I'll talk about the Hardy Boy match real quick. Like I thought it was just all right to me. The Hardys, like what Joe was saying, I believe it was just more like ceremony, just so it can pad their resume and everything. I don't expect them to have it long. And he's right with the older guys getting it in NXT is like a young league, but I don't see them having it for too long anyway. To me, it's like, okay, the New Day had the belts for a little bit. Why can't the Hardys? So I get it. And to me, it was just an average match. It wasn't that long. This match was not long at all. And they won it. The crowd was happy. The crowd was actually packed too. There was a couple botches on Dark State's part. But that's kind of to be expected. It's kind of be expected and everything. But the 2 of them, Lennox and is it Oasis? Is his name?
Oasis.
Or am I okay? Yeah, they the ones. How the match started was all 4 members just rushed the ring and started beating up the Hardys. Hardys cleared all 4 of them out, and then the ref basically eliminated Sugars and Cutler because it was supposed to be everybody was barred from ringside, but the match technically didn't start yet. So that's how they were able to get away with that. But then there was no interference for the rest of the match. And what they should have done
was because the Dudleys were sitting at ringside.
Yeah,
they should have had the Dudleys hop the guardrail and help the Hardy Boys out.
And they did say there must be a winner. Like I thought maybe that might happen. The Dudley Boys might come in the ring because technically they're in this quasi whatever, even though they banned everybody from ringside. But yeah, I think they were going to do something. Yeah, I'm kind of glad they didn't. I'm kind of glad they didn't. I thought that was what was going to happen. But the next match, like I said, it's only like 4 matches on the cards. We're on to the second. Was the Women's Survivor Series type match with Team NXT that consisted of both members in Inspiration. What's her name? I always want to say
Kalani Jordan.
No, not Kalani Jordan, but yeah, she was there too. Mara. I always want to say Mara Sade, because I always want to say Mara Jade because I read the Star Wars books. So I keep wanting to say that. But Mara Sade against Team NXT, which was Lola Vice, JC Jane, Soruka, and Jada Parker.
In case anyone does not know, Mara Sade used to be Jakara Jackson from Metaphor.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically everybody there was basically former NXT members except for Kalani because he's still actively NXT member. Well, I'll wait till I get to my part of it before what I have to say about the match. But D-Walk, what did you think about this Survivor Series women's match? Don't hurt yourself,
Oh,
because I know there's a lot of people, a lot of females in there that you have opinions about.
A lot of ass and titties.
whoa. I'm
A
gonna be
lot of jiggling.
civilized. Okay. Uh, I I just didn't like it because they could have had many more TNA wrestlers that was female wrestlers that should have been in the match. Even if you had to get legends, why would you have to have WWE wrestlers on that team? I ain't like is we talking about TNA wrestler, bro. Like every TNA, like why do you have just because they're a champion? That don't mean they should be wrestling for that side. Same way as men. Like that's like a blood in the crib, bro. You can't just be like a crip and then just jump on one side. Like yeah, I'm this. No, you can't. Like your contract is a brand. You should be, hey, I'm NXT and everything. I went over there. I took that bill and everything. That's it. Why do you got to join that? Why do you got to join them?
Because D-Walk, they had to call an audible because Masha Slamovich lost her job.
But how many more
So
women wrestlers?
they had to call an audible.
Bro, but how many more women wrestlers? They got more than one women wrestlers that could did that, bro.
Yeah, but who has the star power to do it in
You don't
TNA?
need star power, bro.
Yes, you
Like,
do. Yes, you do.
Yeah.
You are representing a cross brand. You should actually have some sort of reputation when you're doing a cross brand. So because of what they did, I don't agree with it. I don't think Kalaya Jordan should have been on the TNA team to begin with because she's an NXT talent. But because she is the TNA Knockouts champion, it's the only reason why it made sense. Other than that, I mean, who else are you going to get from TNA to be the main person? You can't get Ash by Elegance. She's hurt.
Well, she done. She done.
Masha Slamovich was fired. So there's your two of your biggest female draws right there that are gone. Mara Sade was on the team already, and the Inspiration were on the team already. So there's most of your popular talent your women talent at TNA. They could have got Xia Li, but Xia Li's not that over to where she could have done the crossover. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, they could have bought ODB, Gail Kim. They could have bought them back.
So you wanted to bring an old bitch back to do something?
Yes, better than fucking what they doing now.
Didn't we just talk about this?
Yeah, we did.
Okay. No old motherfuckers. NXT is supposed to be for young talent.
Yeah.
These old motherfuckers need to get the hell out.
All right, Kate. What about you? What say you on this? How did you? By the way, Team NXT did win because I know some people here haven't watched it. So Team NXT did win, but you do know the makeup of the team. So what did you think of at least the makeup of the teams going in? I'll talk about like what actually happened during the match when I get to me.
I thought it was interesting. That was interesting with the makeup of the team and stuff. I really didn't look too far into this match, but hey, I guess it was good for what we got.
Yeah,
I guess. I mean, that's probably the best way you can put it. It was a couple little spots and stuff, but my thing was, man, it was kind of crazy because how they had the elimination and shit like that.
Yeah.
Man, this wasn't one of my favorite matches and stuff. I did expect it a little bit more, a little bit more, but it wasn't just what I thought it was going to be.
No.
So
all right,
I can just give it probably like a C. To be honest with you,
I'll
give it like a C.
Like I said, Jessie Jane is my least favorite. And to me, if you would have pulled that shit off on me, I would have put hands on you and everything. Like, you can't do shit like that, bro. Like,
what D-Walk's referring to, I'm assuming, is the end of the match when Soul was about to after she hit her soul snatcher, Jessie Jane tagged herself in and took the pin.
Yeah.
You can't do shit
and laughed
wrong.
at her and laughed at her after she did it. So
You can't do shit
what,
like that. Like to me, Jessie Jane ain't have done shit by herself to show she's a true champion.
Nah, ain't did nothing. And I'm kind of surprised that NXT did win.
all right. Well, let me see. For time, I guess I'll go. I'll go next. So basically, I already said TNA. I actually liked the match and everything. I figured I get what Joe and D-Walk was saying because this, like, more so what D-Walk was saying. Like, who are you gonna get? To me, I'm like, at least I could put Rosemary in the match. I know because it was all. Because to me, Xia Li was the same, not popular wise, but it's the same thing. You're an NXT product and everything too. So it's like, and even though Inspiration's been away for a long time, a lot of people still know them. So it just felt like it was a bunch of just NXT people, and you would wish there was somebody like was like maybe NXT or TNA person that was at least on the team, whether it was like popular or not. To me, I'm like, y'all have Rosemary right there. Y'all could just
What?
At least her, and then you could still do the same thing. But it is what it was. So when you actually stack up that lineup against NXT's lineup, to me, it wasn't surprising that Team NXT won and everything.
Yeah.
Especially the way they pushed the ladies on. You had all their popular stars on the NXT team, and you had it felt like the Avengers versus kind of not the West Coast Avengers. Kind of felt like the Great Lake Avengers they were fighting. Yeah, in the comic books, y'all know who the Great Lake Avengers are. So that's what it felt like to me.
Yeah,
but
I would have felt better with Rosemary in it.
Yeah, at least have at least somebody from TNA on there. I'm like, I get it, they're on there. Xia Li, yeah, she's still best known for NXT and the main roster and everything. I still call her Xia Li, like still. But the way Jada Parker, the way Jada Parker got pinned was crazy.
Man.
I'm just gonna say Jakar took her out and everything, and then got her soul snatched immediately after by Sol Ruka, which was crazy. That was a nice little spot, I thought, to eliminate her right after. Lola Vice eliminated both members of the Inspiration before she got taken out. But to me, it was a good match. It was a good showing for the NXT ladies. Even Jessie Jane, to me, she kind of wrestled face in this match. And yeah, she did that heelish thing at the end, but I'm like, they still won, and so Ruka just kind of looked like, all right, you dirty, but she's like, all right, well, we won and everything. So those were your sole survivors with Sol Ruka and Jessie Jane. And if we get to it, I'll talk about what happened after the match then, but that was it for that match. So next match, please, I hope y'all saw this, at least saw some clips. North American Championship between Ethan Page and Mustafa Ali of Order 4. No Order 4. It was just Mustafa Ali that came out. So, D-Walk, what did you think of this match?
I thought about this match, like, to me, I mean, it was actually good. I said WWE dropped the ball to Mustafa Ali. This is a good match to me because, I mean, I'm going to say it like this. If Mustafa Ali would have won the title, he could have won it. He could have changed it to the European title. To me.
Okay.
That'd have been dope. That'd be another reason how you could bring the European title back.
Okay. Kane, what'd you think about this match? Oh, I'll just go ahead and say, obviously, D-Walk already said Mustafa didn't win this match. Ethan Page did win this match and everything, but you go, Kane, go. Okay. What'd you think about the whole setup of the match, or whatever you want to talk about the match?
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. That was a match, bro. That was a match. That was good. I like the fact that WWE acknowledged that Ali was released after earning a title shot. What was like very surprising to me, but it gave like a good continuous thing for the storyline.
Okay.
It kind of did, and I did like this match, bro. I kind of knew that Ethan Page was gonna win it, but as far as the match goes, it was a fucking good match, bro. It was a good match. I don't know how everybody else feel about it. but these motherfuckers fought. They fought.
Joe, I know you didn't see the match, but what did you think about the whole idea of Ethan Page versus Mustafa Ali for the North American Championship?
I mean, in theory, it's a good idea, but at the same time, it's also a bad idea. I mean, you're bringing in Mustafa Ali, which is fine. He's not a bad performer. He's a good wrestler, and Ethan Page is a good wrestler. It's bound to be a good match regardless.
Word.
But at the same time, your NXT partnership is not going to be the same because you're not allowing, you're not allowing NXT talent. I mean, TNA talent to really win any championship. I mean, yeah, you let the Hardys win.
But they the Hardys.
Fine. But that's the Hardy Boys.
Yeah.
They've got experience, and they've got what you call it. They have skin in the game when it comes to WWE.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that they're not letting other talent win is kind of aggravating, to say the least.
See, that's why
they're not good enough.
That's why I spoke up on the match was good, but you can tell, bro, that man, it was more like they were crushing them motherfuckers as far as everything else goes. I did enjoy the match. Man, hold up, my fault. It's your time to talk. My fault. Go ahead, Joe.
Oh, you good, man? I was letting you talk.
Yeah.
You know how I am. You want to talk? I just take a pause.
Hey, nah, because I'm fully behind that, bro. Because it just, the thing about it was the match was good, but I don't think it was good for business.
I mean, Ethan Page is a good heel.
Always been. Hey, you can look at Ethan Page, and I guarantee you, everybody that you know can look at Ethan Page and say, this motherfucker has the perfect punching face. Does everybody want to punch this motherfucker in his face? And if you got people feeling like that, you are doing your job perfectly.
Of course he is.
Perfectly. Because I ain't gonna lie, I wanna give him the front hand and the back hand.
That's why I love Ethan Page. I love Ethan Page because he's such an asshole that you want to punch him in the face, but at the same time you love it because you want to see more of it.
Yes. Man,
you can't punch him in the face because he gonna punch you back.
Guess what? I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad at all. Hey, be honest, I'm like, you know what? You all right with me.
Yeah.
But how this stuff even went, bruh, the whole fucking thing was kind of crazy. You know what? Go ahead. Go ahead. Y'all go ahead before I get
no, man, go ahead. Speak your shit, bro. Come on.
All right. I think maybe he's going to wait to the next match. We only got like one more match to go, so he wants to talk about the whole thing. So, all right, I'll go ahead and wrap this up real quick. To me, I thought the match was fantastic. To me, I wish Mustafa was going to win it, but I figured he probably wasn't, on because, like I was saying last week, the Wagner Jr. thing with Ethan Page, like that's probably going to happen. I don't know if it's going to be title for whatever the case may be, but to me, they showed their asses out last night, really to show everybody else. Because Mustafa's like, okay, this is a big showcase because we're on the CW. Not everybody has access. I'm going to show you what I can do. So then you can come watch me wherever I may go and everything. And Ethan Page is like the same way. Ethan Page, he can work. And so the stuff they were doing, Ethan Page, we know he could do it, but he doesn't do it all the time and everything. We all know he's a good wrestler, but he's showing just how good he could be. They put on like a PLE level match last night on free TV. And the stuff that Mustafa the bumps that he was taking last night was insane.
Yes.
Was insane. But it was a really, really good match. To me, that was easily the best match of the night. It, to me, was one of the best matches of the year. I wouldn't say it's the best match of the year, but it's up there. It was really really good. Which now is going to bring us to the main event of the evening, and we will start with Kane first. So because Kane wants to talk about it, so we're going to let him talk about it. All right, the main event of the evening was the men's Survivor Series type match, which was Team TNA, which consisted of Santana, Moose, Leon Slater, and Frankie Kazarian against Team NXT. You had Trick Williams with the big C for co-captain. You had Ricky Saints, who was the captain with the little C. Miles Bourne and Evans. So, Kane, what did you think, and what did you think overall of the show?
Okay, it was pretty decent. It was straight. I liked it. I liked the match well like that. It was the ending that kind of got to me. The ending kind of got to me. It was kind of, to me, it was kind of comical. But hey, but these guys, they fought their ass off, bro. They fought their ass off. I think overall, I give it a B. Yeah, at least a B. But this match here, bro, hey, it was just the ending part for me. How bro just walked off. Just walked off.
Well, Santana did say, "I don't trust Trick Williams." That's why he wasn't on Team TNA, and we found out why.
Trick, you can't trust Trick, bro. Trick is so full of himself that it's not even funny. He is so full of himself. Hey, but I guess he has the right to feel like that because he's working for one company and he's the champion of another company. I mean, so hey, I guess it's part of the package deal. But it was just funny to me to see the ending, and these motherfuckers know, but like Trick ain't shit. Trick ain't shit, and Trick showed him that he was not shit. So that's why you got the ending of how this stuff went, bro. I did enjoy it though. I ain't gonna lie. I love me some good heel shit. I ain't gonna lie. Right. Okay, we're gonna pass this on to someone else though, man.
All right, D-Walk. Yeah, what'd you think about this main event?
Dirty slime, skeezy, skanky, motherfucker. Like, this my thing though. What happens when you lose the NXT title? Where do you go back to? You got to go back to the motherfuckers that, hey, my bad, I got this title. I got over here you can't trust a motherfucker like that, bro. And to me, it fucked WWE up because Trick supposed to be y'all supposed to be building Trick up to be a champion in NXT, but then at the same time, y'all fucked him over because, like, why would you want to trust a motherfucker that won a title from another organization and then fuck this organization over with and then lose the title and try to be y'all don't fucked it over. Y'all should have stuck him a middleman because he could have won the title and been on Team NXT and roll with NXT. Like, yeah, we went over and took that and everything, but y'all got to flip flopping, bro. That is like having somebody flip flop from a blood to a crib. You can't do that. You're on one side.
There's a whole lot of that going on.
I feel like they might give give the belt to Trick, take it off Ricky Saints.
Possibility.
NXT title.
Yeah, the NXT title.
Possibility.
Yeah, but like I said, at the same time, bro, they got Trick on how you got like a roller coaster. Because like I said, you can't betray. How can you betray somebody that you work for to somebody that you associate with? It don't make sense. I associate with TNA, but I work for NXT. So what happened when you lose the bill? Then what?
Well, I think I got an answer for that. Trick Williams actually never switched sides because Trick Williams was always on his side. He don't care about TNA. He don't care about NXT. He cares
But
about
at the end of the
Trick
day,
Williams.
Right.
okay, but at the end of the day, you got to worry about who paying you.
I don't know. I see what you're
paying?
saying. Like,
Yeah.
as long as he's wrestling, he getting paid by somebody, and he don't care how that happens.
Once again, bro.
Because
That's
oh no, go ahead.
No, that's once again. That's like me being a blood, and I say, oh yeah, one day I'm gonna be a Crip. You can't do that. That's what he do.
They've done that before.
Yeah, but you can't do that. Eventually, it's gonna come down and bite you in the ass.
It will come. It will come bite you. But right now, he's not worried about tomorrow. He's worried about right now. And we know he's gonna get his comeuppance soon, probably. I kind of hope it's not Santana that does it, but it. Who knows? I just wish it was somebody else on TNA.
Why don't? Why?
I don't know. I'm not. I just don't. I don't feel Santana like that. I feel like he's Eddie Kingston light.
Moose won it already. I mean, who else?
No, I know, but I'm just saying. Like, I just wish it wasn't Santana. I don't personally. It's not that I don't dislike him. I don't. There's something he doesn't. I don't know. His character to me kind of feels like Eddie Kingston a little bit, but just insincere Eddie Kingston to me. It doesn't feel like natural when he does this stuff. That's all. It's just a personal thing with me, but I have no problem with him winning it. I just wish there was someone else that could win it. But they've been angling it for Santana this entire time, so I'm assuming he's going to be the one eventually to take it off a Trick, and I believe they have a match. I don't know if it's going to be at Bound for Glory or not, but if it is, it is.
It will be. It's going to be at Bound for Glory.
No, I mean, I know. I mean, if they're actually going to pull the trigger on it at Bound for Glory or not.
I think they will. So. It's time. I think they will.
Yeah. Nah. So, well, for me, for the whole match, and then I'll just talk about quickly what happened in the in-between parts of the match because I'm trying to get through the main stuff first and everything, just so we can, like I said, 2-1 show tonight. I thought the match was all right. And like I said last week, if TNA really wanted to, TNA could have really smite them like Thor. Because with the roster they have compared to, I mean, it's just what it is. The roster TNA has compared to the NXT roster as it is right now, it's like they could have put even more people in there to really beat them down. Because Obafemi is not available. Because who knows what his status is? He might be main roster, but who knows? But they don't even mention Oba, so that's why I think that maybe he might be
crazy, bro.
He might be main roster bound, so it's like, okay, we're not going to mention him because he's not going to be here. So that's fine. I'm fine with that. And they pretty much had their heavy hitters. I mean, I would have switched out Evans instead of Miles Bourne with somebody. Oh, speaking of Miles Bourne, the way he got taken out, he was out of there quick.
Man,
they took him out. What was he in the match for? Like maybe 3 minutes or something like that. He was gone. He was eliminated quick. And Evans was the next to go. Not that long after. And Slater was the one that took him out, and they got their match at Bound for Glory, too.
Hey, look. Miles Bourne was taken out so quick, he didn't even hear it coming.
Wow. Joe. Joe. Come on, man. Joe. We trying to be civilized. Oh, come on.
Yeah, he was taken out super quick. To me, the match, was just okay. I did like the story at the end and Trick showing that he is Trick. The way Trick did it, though, I will give him a little bit of grace. Because he did try to tag in Ricky Safe, but he was in the corner. It wasn't his fault that Ricky was fighting somebody on the other side and everything. Trick was just like, I'm tagging you and you weren't there? Bet. And then when it was his time, he just left.
Me outside. How about that?
All right, that's
you found the button. You found the button. All right, so to me, it was like, yeah, Trick left. And Ricky Safe, he did some eliminations, but it was just too much. And like I said before, Team TNA, I thought was going to end up winning this match, and they did. Yeah, we'll see what's going forward with Trick Williams. All right, some stuff that did happen during the match, during the show, that was like segments in the back. We had after the women won their match, they were all hanging out, kind of buddy. I thought it was weird that Jada Parker, Lil Vice were kind of buddy at the time, since they had a blood feud. But then Zari came up and told Sober, "Oh, I see you're hanging out with your new friends and everything." And they look like they want to start their little beef about friendship again. Then Blake Monroe showed up and told her that basically she wants the championship. Not that one. She don't care about the speed one. She wants the North American championship. So look like Ruka and Blake Monroe is going to probably end up in a program, probably Halloween Havoc, and I think Blake Monroe is probably going to win off of her. Another segment they had was Matt Cardona showed up asking Ava, or basically he was apologizing for what he did last week in the match, and then Ava was saying that he was the biggest self promoter and everything. You're not really sorry. He's like, yeah, you're right. I'm not really sorry. But that set up a match between him and Josh Briggs for next week on NXT. Anything else that happened? I can't think of anything that was important. That, ladies and gentlemen, that was NXT time with D-Walk and everything. So, what did you think overall of the show, D-Walk, before we send it over to Joe? And Kane,
Feeling better,
and
bro.
K2.
Like I said, like in the way wrestling is dying, bro. TKO is killing wrestling right now. And it sucked, bro, to say that because, like, they actually have like people that don't have the desire or how you say it, like desire or passion for wrestling like we do. That's why wrestling's been sucking though. Like Raw, SmackDown, wrestling been sucking, bro. It been horrible. The storylines. We've been seeing the same matches for weeks after weeks after weeks, bro. Wrestling been sucking, bro.
All right, Kane.
Let's bring.
Oh, go ahead, D-Walk.
Let's bring Vinnie Mac back, bro. Let's bring Vince McMahon back. It's time, bro. Wrestling suck.
I keep thinking he does those long pauses, so I'm thinking he was done.
Yeah. All right, my bad. I'm done now. I'm done.
Keep talking as long as you want to talk. Just when you do the long pause, I think you're done.
No,
right.
I'm done, bro. Like,
okay, all right. Kay, what did you think overall of NXT?
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I kind of gave up on NXT a little bit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. But as far as it went, how all the matches and what all was going on, I think it could have been better, bro. I do. I think it could have been better. But for what we got, I guess I'm content with it. I'm content with what we got. Hello, is that Krishan?
We got Krishan now.
Yeah, because we're about to wrap up, and I know they say he was going to jump in when we're done with NXT time. So
yeah, I don't watch NXT, so I didn't want to bring you guys down. I wanted you to have your flow.
hey, Krishan. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I haven't been watching NXT myself, bro. Ain't gonna lie.
All right. Well, I guess I'll give the final thoughts on NXT for tonight. I thought it was I liked it. It could have been better. The Ethan Page match to me, and Mustafa Ali's match that stole the show. Hardy's I thought was gonna be better than what it was. I mean, the right team won, but it was kind of like, all right, it wasn't like it was just a regular. Actually, what I don't want to say it was a regular tag match because it was like below average like tag match, but the team that was going to win was going to win. The Hardy Boys, the men's, like NXT. I mean TNA. If they really want the trounce, they could have put like Nick Nemeth on the team for Team TNA and all that good stuff. They really like destroyed them. Matt Cardona. They could have, and it would have been that they had too much firepower for them. I think, like I said, they try to not dumb them down, but like make them less powerful on the TNA side to go ahead to go against the NXT guys, and they still won with less. They didn't even use all the firepower. But
I believe Matt Cardona was announced for next week to be taking up Josh Briggs.
I said that. That was like one of the segment. That was the backstage segment with Ava. They announced that match. That's gonna be for next week. Yeah, and that's it. That's it for D-Walk. NXT time with D-Walk and everything. Now you get your 2 for 1. Hand it over to Joe and the Don.
All right. Time for a little Joe Knows Wrestling. I think Alex said he did something for this.
Yes.
Oh, he made a little intro.
D-Walk has to hit the button now.
Oh, D-Walk is there he is.
What am I doing?
Button for
now make a button.
For what? Button for what?
For Joe's show.
Joe Knows Wrestling.
For what?
Joe
Who need
knows
a button?
wrestling.
We don't do buttons on this show, bro. The button is gone, bro.
It was supposed to be the last thing at the end.
Oh,
He said it was the last video.
I thought you talking about hitting buttons on people. I don't do buttons on my show. Like Alex hit buttons on everything you say. You can say ass, butt. You can say anything like the sky and everything, and you find a button and everything. But no, I don't do buttons on my show.
Let's bring the TNA back to wrestling again.
No, what we talking about, man? I ain't got time to find buttons, bro. What we talking about?
I guess he'll just edit it. He'll cut it in half or something. I guess.
Hold on, man.
I don't
Hey,
know.
the video. Yeah, bro.
Like the intro. Supposedly,
Who was
Alex. Joe knows Joe knows wrestling. That's what it was.
I feel like Bo Jackson.
Behind the scenes,
That ain't
which I
it.
get to watch tonight.
Bo knows.
What's the video? I didn't even know the video. What we doing? What kind of video?
He said it was the last one.
Yeah, he said the last one, bro.
Is that the one right here?
No. I don't know why I'll do that one. Yeah, hell, getting spanked by Jada Parker tapping out to Thea Hale. Is that it? That is?
I think, yeah, that's what that video is.
Bruh.
Is that it?
Bruh.
Is that the video?
Come on. No.
I doubt that's the video.
Something
No.
about a woman in fishnets. I don't know what it is.
He said the very last one, bro.
He said he made an intro or something.
Oh, bro. I wasn't notified of this.
A quick ass intro.
Maybe that was it. Was that really fast?
I haven't seen that one before.
That's pretty.
Come on, dude, walk in together, baby.
No, I don't know it. It wasn't in my resume. Like
He said it was the very last video, bro.
On the next NXT Time with D-Walk, D-Work learns how to read.
wow. That was the last video I got right here.
Curious George goes to computer school.
Somebody call the Rican.
Bro, I'm black, bro.
Someone call the man in the yellow hat.
Hey, invisible man. Come on, man. Say his name in up here, man. Come on, man. I need you.
He's not fucking Beetlejuice. Motherfucker act like he's Beetlejuice or Candyman.
Any other time he works in the STD.
Hey, any other time he pop up.
Well, call him. You got a phone?
Say his name and he up here.
I was just thinking that.
We'll start talking then. So, wrestling.
Yeah, wrestling. Yeah.
Mostly what we're going to talk about is Jono's wrestling. And that is because I've been around wrestling a long time. I've watched wrestling my entire life.
Yeah.
Been to live events, been behind the scenes, been in the game. You know, I've seen a lot of things and done a lot of things, and I know the business very well. I don't agree with what TKO is doing.
No.
I believe TKO is killing WWE. I believe they are the cancer of WWE. I don't know how everybody feels about that, but that's how I feel. I feel like
I agree.
I didn't know if you were gonna do like a sort of monologue.
No, I mean, I just wrestling isn't what it used to be, and it's because of TKO. AEW, on the other hand, is still and always will be a family-friendly affair. And Tony Khan even came out and said that. He said he will always keep ticket prices, and he will keep everything family affordable.
Well, that's really what the model of wrestling has always been. It's always been sort of a blue-collar man's kind of like play, let's call it. you know. So it's supposed to be affordable. It's supposed to really be for the kids as well. And I just always found it, I've said this before, but I'll say it again. I always find it funny when like narratives are destroyed. And there's always been this narrative that Vince McMahon was this, money hungry guy who was, screwing over everybody just to make a quick buck. And in reality, that's not what it was. He knew what his business was, and he knew who his market was. And he actually looked out for us. And TKO is just, to me, I think TKO is just doing like a pump and dump kind of scheme. We're just going to squeeze every little dollar that we can out of this.
They're doing the same thing, Krishan, that Disney did with Star Wars.
Yeah.
They bought Star Wars and they bought the Lucasfilms, and as soon as they bought Lucasfilms, they started pumping out Star Wars movies and Star Wars TV shows like a motherfucker every year, pumping them out. And then as soon as it started to dry up a little bit, they moved on to something else.
Yeah, I kind of agree with what you guys said, especially the family aspect of it. Because like I started watching wrestling, it's a little bit weirder. But I used to watch it with my grandma. My grandma used to like wrestling, so I started watching it because she was watching it when we were in New York, on Sunday mornings and stuff like that. And like I did say, like they did try to keep the prices so families can go. Because I've been to like a couple WrestleManias, and I'm kind of glad I went when I did, because I'm not spending almost $1,000 to be like in the cheap seats. Yeah. Because it's like that's too much money to be that far up and everything. Now, if you had like cheaper tickets, okay, that's fine. But like you're starting out close to $1,000 just to go to the event, that's crazy. I mean, but people got money to do it. I don't got money to do it and everything like that. But
I think
you're pricing them out.
They're going for the same thing that UFC and boxing went for, where they want to have the first 4 rows just filled with celebrities.
Yeah,
that's really that's what they're looking for, because they think that's gonna attract people. And the thing is, I think TKO is just really they're gonna screw themselves, because I think they're not like, wrestling is such a different thing. It's not like music or even UFC or boxing. It's got its own fan base. It's like you just said. How do you say it? Is it EOD?
Oh, yeah, just EOD.
EOD.
It's fine.
How you said you started watching wrestling because your grandmother. I started because of my grandfather. My grandmother also loved it. My brothers, we loved it. Like, it's a family thing. It's like
it's passed down.
Yeah, and that's just gonna be like gone, because the whole thing is gonna be like, oh, I love this. I love wrestling. I want to go, saying this to their father. And then their father goes, all right, son. And then they look up the tickets, and it's a fucking $1,000. And they're like, all right, maybe you want to pick up something, a little cheaper hobby, son.
And I'm gonna bring this, Krishan, I'm gonna bring this up real quick, and that is that my grandmother and grandfather on opposite sides of my family, my mom and my dad's side, were both into wrestling also, and that's what got my dad into wrestling was his mother, and then he got me into wrestling. But at the same time, my daughter's going to be 10 years old this month, and she constantly asks me, "Daddy, when can we go to see a wrestling event? When can we go see WWE?" And I got to tell her tickets are too expensive, honey.
That's sad that's gone.
Yeah. So I'm looking into AEW, and I said, "Would you be okay if we went to an AEW show?" She said, "Sure." I was like, all right, I'll look in AEW, because I can get 2 front row seats to AEW Dynamite, sitting camera side behind like the announcer's table for like a $150 for 2 seats, 2 tickets.
Yeah, if Tony Khan's smart, he'll take advantage of this market.
He did. That's why he
especially WrestleMania weekend in 2 years. Like, I would try to do something.
So he when all the shit with TKO went down, when they talked about Vince and how he was always pricing stuff for families, but we're out to make money type thing. When they came out and said that, Tony Khan rebutted and put a tweet out and said, AEW will always be for families, and we will always keep the prices family friendly.
But it even goes a little further than just ticket sales. Have you seen their fucking merch lately?
Yeah.
Like I wanted to buy one of the belts, and it's like what, like $500.
Yeah.
One of them was
That ain't even the
$700.
most, dude. That ain't even the most expensive belts.
Yeah, and those are like the cheaper end. And I
Yeah,
was like, fuck that. I'll just go on.
belts are like $1,000 to $2,000 for the deluxe.
Bro, I always wanted a Smoking Skull title because Austin was always my favorite wrestler, and it was like almost like over $1,000 or something. I don't even think they have that anymore, but I just went online and had some dude that makes belts. He made a replica for me.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, cheap plug.
Like,
I do have a
way
WWE affiliate link, so just check out my page. And yeah, I need to get some WWE. Hit that link. But anyway, go ahead.
You got a guy that does that? You got a guy that does that?
Place the plug.
Hey, y'all hit up the DMs. Let me know. I'd like to get a couple.
You know,
I like to build a belt wall.
there's something to be said for I think business just in general these days, because there's a lot of companies that you see that are making really stupid decisions. And because I do a political show, so we talk about this all the time, and I came to the realization that none of these companies, and WWE is a perfect example of it, none of these companies are being run by the founder anymore.
No.
It's all like people who either inherited the company or they just worked their way through and ended up being, or they just got put there because they're college educated or whatever. But they're willing to make these stupid decisions with this company because they don't care about it as much as the founder. No one is going to run WWE the way Vince did, because Vince cared about it more than anybody. He literally put up I forgot how much he put up for the first WrestleMania, but he literally was like going broke, going home or going broke, that kind of thing. And he's the one that made that risk. He took that risk. Ted Turner kept WCW around for years after it wasn't even making them money anymore, because he just loved wrestling and he had a reverence for it. Like, that's not happening anymore. Everybody is there just to cut costs, make as much money as possible. They give no fucks about the actual company or the integrity of the company.
Nope.
So that's what we need to realize. Whether it be Coca-Cola, whether it be Budweiser, the NFL, it's not the founders anymore.
I'll tell you who's not chasing the money.
Who?
Karrion Kross and his wife, Charlotte. They're not after money. They're not after money.
No.
They even went on. They were on Fred Van Vliet.
Yeah.
Chris Van Vliet. Yeah, Chris Van Vliet's show. And they even said, what would you do if you got offered a big contract and it was 4 times what you've ever made? And he said his reply was, that depends. What's the story? What's the direction of the character? And he's like, if there's no direction for the character, the money doesn't matter. He's like, I'd rather make a fourth of that to have a better story.
Yeah.
And have more creative control.
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
Talk to him.
This is facts, and this is somebody who Karrion Kross is a no name. His wife is Scarlett Bordeaux is a no name as well. But they're not after the bag. They rather struggle. They were like, we've struggled before. We'll struggle again. It's not a big deal. He's like, it's not about the money.
I'd say yes and no, Joe. Like I've learned, like, if you look at this whole like Saudi Arabia thing, and you look at how many people, like all the comedians that talk shit about Saudi Arabia, like Bill Burr, is really the
and then they're going to go over there.
And never going to go over there. And then, they threw him enough money and he went over there. Like, I honestly, though, I get it. Like, they're throwing you life-changing money. Go ahead, So there's the thing. I think everybody has a price at some point. Like, maybe Karrion Kross can live off of what he's made already, and he can have that integrity. At some point, maybe it'll dry up and he'll have to go somewhere. But I respect it still that he could take a big contract right now, and he's not, because they really did kind of fuck him, and even the fans saw it.
Yeah, no, they royally fucked him. And then after they fucking let him go, they had the balls to say, Triple H and Nick Khan really like you. Why don't you go talk to them? After letting him go. Like, they wanted him to go talk to fucking them, but they didn't want to come talk to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, they wanted him to make all the moves.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I mean, but also that is like how companies work in a way.
But if you like somebody enough and you feel like they're worth the money, like the fucking he's over. Like, and then they talked about also like his book sales. His book sales are like he's like number one. He was like a number one bestseller on Amazon with his book, and
And then he
WWE was
got a
making
movie coming out.
Yeah, he's got a movie coming out too. But WWE was making money off of that book, and he brought the book up in the contract negotiations and the merchandise sales because he got his merchandise to number one. He brought it up to number one. Wasn't them that did it. And they were like, and they said that his book sales and his merchandise sales were not relevant.
I don't know. I think they have an issue when it comes to people getting themselves over. I think
They do.
It just seems like there's always been a thing when you get yourself over, then something crazy happens. You would think, oh, let's roll with it. You kind of did the heavy lifting for us that we didn't have to do.
Yeah.
But it seems like something always happens to everyone that always gets themselves over.
Like he did all the work himself and put the money out to do the vignettes and everything on his own from his own dime.
What's so weird is like you'd think Karrion Kross, just looking at him and the whole package, you'd think he'd be like what Triple H loves. He's kind of, like look at what like Seth Rollins is right now.
Dude, he's a badass.
Karrion Kross is they're trying to make Seth Rollins, where he has this beautiful wife. They have this great chemistry. He's a fucking badass. He looks like a wrestler. And then like Triple H is just like so obsessed with pushing Seth Rollins that I'm like, I don't get it. You have this guy here that has all of that.
I don't know. I kind of agree with that. Like I just saw Karrion Kross or Killer Kross, we'll give him his right name right now. Killer Kross over the weekend. The dude is huge. I look like a child next to him. And I'm like, I'm 5'10", like 225. I look like a child next to him. I was like, oh my God, that is a big dude.
He gained weight. He's up to like 280 now.
No,
it's muscular.
Yeah.
I'm like,
as generic as this sounds, he just looks like a wrestler.
Yeah.
He looks like somebody that like he could
He
have.
looks like a fucking gladiator.
Yeah. You look at him and you go, he does something. Even if you don't know who he is, he does something. I don't know what he does, but I know he's famous.
Did you see the video, Krishan, when he had that baseball bat and he in like a Kimura lock and he snapped the baseball bat with his forearm?
No, I didn't.
I can believe it.
Yeah,
I can believe it.
The dude had a fucking. Karrion Kross had a fucking bat in between his, like locked in a Kimura lock, and he jerked his arm and snapped the bat and the baseball bat in half.
Jesus.
He's bro. The dude's dangerous. He could be really lethal.
And the guy does the like, because I'm very much a character promo guy. Karrion Kross could cut a promo. He has a character.
Yeah, he's a good talker. Yeah.
His wife is good too.
But
she's actually a good wrestler, but you wouldn't know it from WWE.
Well, the wrestling is what it is, but like all he really needed was WWE to give him a good storyline. Give him something to do. You have this character that you just have to plug in.
Oh, I meant Scarlett, because they didn't ever really let her wrestle on WWE. I see the wrestle a little bit in TNA. That's when I first came across them.
She doesn't need to.
No, I first saw her in Lucha Underground. Lucha Underground was the first time I've seen Scarlett. And she was doing amazing shit there. But she also told the story about when she was wrestling. She popped her breast implants when she was wrestling. And she got home and she looked at him and she's like, "Does this look right to you?" Like, and he was like, "You might want to. We want to go get that checked." She popped both her breast implants at once and had it fixed and was back at the PC ready to wrestle after a week.
Jesus Christ!
Oof, it's hardcore.
Can I just throw something out to play devil's advocate here? Because something you said, Joe, stuck into my head about him saying that I don't know if it was him that said it, but WWE wanted them to go to him or him to go to them, but they didn't want to come to him. Am I right?
That was what what it was the writers and the people in the office, the ones that left that were let him go, like, hey, we're not renewing your contract type thing.
Okay. Is there a possibility that Karrion Kross has, and I'm just speculating, I have no, I don't want to spread any rumors here, but that there may be like a little bit of an attitude problem with him? Like he may, because I feel like there's something in that where if you
I don't know, because he said, okay, so he spoke very highly about the Miz and AJ Styles as well, because they were like advocating to push him, and he even said he's like every time you're around guys like that, he's like, not only are they such great people and such nice people, but he's like, you learn so much. He said just being around the Miz, he's like, you would never guess it, but he's like, I learned so much just from being around him, and he's so thoughtless. You would think a guy like that wouldn't be, but he's the opposite. He's a very thoughtless person. He's very helping and trying to get people, push people and get them over.
Which shows you how talented he is, because he's such an asshole on TV.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
in Mike Mizanin in person, the real Mike Mizanin, and like Maurice, their characters and their real life are nowhere near what they are the same. Nowhere near.
I actually liked their reality show. I thought they were great together. I thought they were hilarious. The family was fucking wacky as shit.
That's their family. That's
yeah,
their family.
You can tell it's genuine. That's why I think they're. I really like the Miz and his family. Sorry,
I used to have him on Facebook, but he let go of that.
Yeah.
D-Walk, you were saying something.
No, but Karrion Kross, he think of people highly, bro. Like even people underneath them, he think of them highly, like the camera people. Like he think people highly. Like it need to be more people like Karrion Kross in his world.
Let me be a little more clear on what I meant. I don't mean like attitude problems, as in like he's an asshole or he treats people. There's a certain thing of like, though, when you're in a creative space, that you have to like sort of bring something to the table in terms of like, here's some ideas. Even if WWE rejects all of your ideas, if you're bringing them ideas with a certain enthusiasm, I think that's, and I'm just talking from a creative standpoint. I don't know how WWE is backstage.
So
I'm playing devil's advocate though. If he has this like thing of like where he doesn't want to go to them with things, that could be a detriment to him, even though he's a good guy and he's a nice guy. You get what I mean?
Apparently he went to them with things, and like they told him that he needed to get himself over. Like this came from like different people, but like he was doing what he was supposed to be doing. You want me to be top merchandise sales? I'll do that. I'll make it happen. Hey, how come my merch isn't for sale at live events? Oh, we just don't have it. Okay, well, I'm gonna pay for them, and I'm gonna have and you guys can sell them with the rest of the merch. Like
he did that? Wow.
Yes. Yeah. He's like, I will pay to have my shirts here, and you guys sell them for me with the rest of the merch. He's like, if that's an issue, he's like, I'll pay for cases of them, and you go ahead and you sell them.
Joe, I also found out that he was also paying to have his vignettes produced.
Yes. He paid for all of that. All those vignettes you saw, like that he was doing on like his YouTube channel and his X and his Twitter and TikTok and all that, he paid for all that.
It was really good.
Yeah.
And they were great.
Better than WWE shit.
And it was to go with the storyline that he was doing on TV a lot of the times.
Yes, and he also learned about movie production and stuff to do the vignettes. He's actually trying to get into acting right now, and he's actually got a couple of leads but they wouldn't say what they were.
So imagine this. Imagine if R.I.P. Bray Wyatt would have got along with Karrion Kross. Imagine if they would have did a faction together. That would have been crazy.
They were going to.
Bro, yeah, that would have been crazy, bro. Like, imagine how a dark faction, that would have been darker. That would have been darker than the corporate ministry.
That was originally part of the production plans before Bray Wyatt passed away.
And then we the only ones that smoke about that shit, bro.
You
We the
know,
only ones. Hey,
I think we have to start looking at this a little differently. I think we're kind of looking at this from, maybe 5 years ago we might have been right, but now we got to remember TKO is running it, just to kind of circle back the conversation. I don't think they give a fuck about Karrion Kross getting over with wrestling fans.
No.
You got to remember they signed Logan Paul. They've got Bad Bunny, kind of on retainer. Like they got Jelly Roll wrestling. Like they're going for. Remember, I said they want celebrities in that front row. They're going for that. They're going for people like if Karrion Kross. Think about this: if you went out just in the real world and asked 100 different people, "Do you know who Karrion Kross is or Killer Kross?" and they're not wrestling fans, most of them are going to say no.
That's true.
Almost everybody knows Logan Paul, whether you love him or hate him. My point is that's what they're looking for now. Karrion Kross has to go out, and that's why I'm glad you said that about him getting acting gigs, because that's only going to help him. He gets a great name for himself in acting. WWE is going to be sucking his dick by the end of the year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. WWE will always take you back, especially if you get yourself like a Cody Rhodes. I mean,
but
he was like nothing when he. Well, I don't want to say nothing because I like Cody Rhodes. I like dashing Cody Rhodes. He went out there and
like Stardust.
But the thing is, though, how can you?
Sorry, EOD, what you were saying?
I'm sorry.
No, that's all I want to say about that.
Yeah, you make a name, or you become. I think Cody Rhodes was more that he became competition for WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Cody Rhodes became a huge name because of the fact that he made himself into a huge name.
Mm-hmm.
He pushed to make himself into a big name because he wanted to be as big as he wasn't there yet. So he took what he learned from WWE and from his dad, and he went out in the world, and he fucking went on the indies and went to Japan and started AEW. And then here we are.
I don't remember the timeline. Did he sign with WWE when TKO had already taken over, or was it Vince?
No, Vince.
It was Vince.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe Cody Rhodes could have caught a good wave. Actually, that's what it was.
Yeah.
He caught
that's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
Perfect timing, perfect everything.
I say it like this, like everybody who got an agreement with WWE before they signed with TKO, it's a loophole. That's why I think a lot of wrestlers are able to be I'm leaving and I want to leave. Cody Rhodes in that loophole where he in the middle. Like I got a choice, like LeBron James. I'm in the middle where I got my own car. I could do whatever I want to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But then I just started thinking of the whole R-Truth thing because they folded on
I'm
that.
pissed about that shit, bro.
Yeah, but
they did him wrong.
They folded on that though, and that was I don't know. Was that just? I'm pretty sure that was just wrestling fans that were outraging about that.
I mean,
I was shocked how big that got. To the point where they decide, like you said, to change course because I gotta be honest, I've never seen anything like that happen. Like you might think of that for a bigger star, but R-Truth was so beloved, they just came out, and I guess they just couldn't. Even though they dropped the ball with that whole thing, but that's a whole nother story. But but the fact that they did reverse course and bring him back, that was kind of impressive. I have to admit, I would have never thought that much support would. I mean, it made national news, like real news, like USA Today was talking about it and everything, and Washington. I mean, that's how big that story got. So I was like, hey, wow.
Well, there you go. Then that answers it. It got so much publicity
exactly
outside of wrestling that they brought it back.
Yeah, mainstream news.
Yeah, that's again what they're looking for is mainstream.
But at the same time,
they did nothing with it. But
no, they really fucked that over. They dropped the ball big time on that. That could have been way better than what it was, and way more than what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
R-Truth could have
Easy.
won a title at least and then lost it the next day. Like, they dropped the ball on R-Truth. Like, they really did. And for R-Truth to be with WWE for so long, they fucking dropped the ball on R-Truth, bro. R-Truth had many times where he could have been world champion. And they fucking dropped the ball on him. I hate to say that, bro. Like,
I think where they dropped the ball was R-Truth. If you remember, R-Truth really had a really great heel run back in the day.
I remember.
yeah,
It was why I got back into wrestling, to be honest. Like he was coming out dressed like a Confederate soldier and
yeah,
doing like the slave talk to Vince McMahon and shit. I was like, holy fuck, this guy's amazing. And then and then I know he had his problems then with the wellness thing or whatever. But I really thought there was a good story to tell with a serious heel R-Truth again. Him having his his craziness, but him running a faction, I thought would be great too.
yeah,
Him just having some badass motherfuckers behind him, just
yeah.
like
Yeah, to me, the whole championship thing, because I mean, wrestling is wrestling. He could have been more like I don't want to say comedy act because Chelsea Green's a little bit more like Chelsea Green. Like she likes to she doesn't really care about the championships because she's on
Underrated.
TV all
Yeah.
the time. She's working all the time. That's her goal is to work and stuff.
Mhm.
Like you become a champion or whatever, okay, that's great, but that's not like the ultimate goal. And they could just put R-Truth on TV and storylines more, especially during that time. It's like you kind of sprinkled it here and then you just did nothing with it at the end, but just feature him more. Like he's got hot, like what they're doing with Evans, kind of. They see something in him, so they're like, okay, let's test him out, let's put him out there. They could done with R-Truth, yeah. They could change the storyline on a dime if they need to, or whatever, insert some type of feud and then progress it from there. They could have done that, but they just didn't. Because the whole thing is they made mainstream news, so you want to be on TV so you could talk about it. If you're not on TV, nobody's talking about it no more. And then it fizzled. Once he came back, he did his little thing for about 2 or 3 weeks. Then that was about it. Then you see him from time to time now still, but that's about it. So, you could have really, who knows what you could have done with it.
well, it was definitely twofold. They got the mainstream press out of it,
Mhm.
so they were like, okay, we got to sign him from that, and then also, well, we can't have this guy who's now on mainstream news getting signed to AEW
Mm-hmm.
or wherever and taking that. It's like a Bret Hart situation.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just saying. So, but since you got him, you got this news anyway. Just keep it going, and you never know. Maybe they might keep. You don't know what could have happened. Like maybe could have blown into something more or whatever, but you don't know. But they got what they, like you said. At the end of the day, they got what they want. They got the press, the headlines, and everything for the amount of time people were talking about it was trending. And I guess that's all they cared about at the end, just for that little short burst and not longevity, I guess. Maybe
it was also a little bit of PR as well. It was okay, let's sign him back so at least we can control this whole thing. We can control the situation. We can sort of, even if we need to sort of bring his heat or whatever, his heat down a little bit to where people don't care as much next time we cut him.
Yeah, and that's like goes to your point also when it's like, okay, they don't care. They just they just want this and they get the money out of you. Because the one thing you say about the old regime, like if you're loud enough, he'll listen eventually. Like that Daniel Bryan situation, how that went down, Kofi King, like people wanted it and people got it. They damn sure didn't want it. Yeah, and like Daniel Bryan was the craziest thing because they damn sure didn't want that, but it was just so loud. They said, "All right, well, F it, we'll have 2 matches with him at WrestleMania. We'll figure something out. Give the people what they want." But now look at Daniel Bryan. It's like Daniel Bryan is Daniel Bryan now. So,
well, let me pose this question: if Vince was still running it and that whole thing happened with Truth, do you think Vince would have had a better push with Truth than TKO did?
Oh, that's a good question because I remember when WWE was straight trash. I don't know. I think actually, here's the thing. Okay, well, I'll answer it 2 ways. I'm not sure if he would have handled it any better because if he let you go for a reason. The other thing is that I think as long as he was in charge, R-Truth was always going to have a job.
Yeah.
So it's like because you know how Vince is, or Like,
He
okay,
loved
if he
you.
got rid of you, he got rid of you. He didn't like, okay, let me bring you back the next day type of deal. It's like there's a reason and he's not gonna be steadfast. But R-Truth was one of those guys that he could have been a lifer as long as he was there. I think he would have been there as long as Vince was there, like in that regard. But Vince doesn't
and
really
him were
double back
actually-
that quickly, so I don't know.
Supposedly, him and R-Truth were actually good friends.
Yeah, that's what I hear. They say he was like really good friends with him.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like,
Vince-
even that scenario was like him being let go by Vince was like kind of weird, but like he's let go of people and he'll bring it back eventually, but it's not going to be like how TKO, how they well the press got a hold of this, okay, we got to bring him back like now. Like if he let go of you because he makes the decision, so he did it for a reason, and he'll bring it back later, but not like right then and everything. Like that's just kind of how he was. I can't remember a situation where that was close to happening, where he like fired you, then okay, in a short period of time he brought you back.
Come right
Everything
back.
it could have happened, but I can't think of one.
Closest thing was Punk, but that was storyline.
Oh yeah, Punk, the summer, yeah.
Vince would have
But
never
when he let him go though, when he really let him go, it was like
Vince would have never let go R-Truth. Never.
what was it? What they say? It was his wedding day or something like that. He got the call. I'm like, come on,
Yeah.
could have waited till the next week.
They wanted him. They wanted Punk to come do a show on his wedding day.
Okay.
And he was
And
like,
because he
I'm getting
didn't-
married. I'm getting married. And they were like, well, if you could either show up to work or you don't have a job tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, it's like that. See, that type of stuff doesn't lead me to believe that. Okay, well, the press get a hold of it. The out crying of support. It's like, well, I made up my mind because I made up my mind and everything, and I don't care what y'all got to say about it. Now, you can come back at some other point in time, but not right now. So,
Yeah.
You know,
that's
and
the only
then,
thing I would think. Like if the R-Truth situation would happen with those two things. Like, yeah, I'll brought him back.
That's fair. Fair
TKO
answer.
was killing WWE, bro.
now
TKO
look
was
at
killing pro wrestling. Like we already heard from Dana White. Dana White said he hate wrestling. He don't like wrestling. I mean, like, and him being part of TKO, like it's killer wrestling, bro. Because you got people who don't like wrestling, and they're associated with wrestling that don't like it, bro. Like
I kind of look at it
wrestling,
like, hey, it's a different department. It's like, yeah, I don't like that department over there. That's the way I look at it when it comes to Dana White. He's like, they're over in that department. You care less about them. But
at the same part,
I see what you're saying because he's up there. I see what you're saying now.
I think it's just it's a pump and dump. I think they're just gonna squeeze every bit of money they can out of it.
Oh, someone's left a comment. I don't know if y'all could. I'm on my phone, so I can't read it.
Oh, it says TKO folded.
TKO
folded.
Okay.
Yeah, TKO
I think they're just gonna squeeze every little dollar they can out of it, and then when they realize they can't anymore, they're just gonna sell it to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they
that
buying
actually
everything.
could definitely. Oh yeah, that could definitely happen.
They just bought
give it a
what
couple
EA
years.
Sports, bro.
yeah, they did.
Oh yeah,
60,
yeah.
For
30,
what was it?
$60 billion,
30 or 60, $64 billion, something like it. It was billion. Billions.
Yeah, it was in the billions.
Would it be?
And that's
they
like
paid top dollar.
nothing to them. Also,
Just brought it private company now. Like, hey, it's
That's nothing to them, bro.
They gave Tom Brady $75 million to play one game of flag football.
Ugh. How do you blame them though for?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like,
to play
it's like it's
flag?
kind of hard not to take that. It's kind of hard not to take it.
You don't even have to
I can see you
bro.
not taking it, but it's like
that was the talk of ESPN and shit. Like that was all over ESPN. Like they paid this man $75 million to play one game of flag football.
I do that for $5,000, and if they paid for my travel,
I get if I ever meet a woman from Saudi Arabia, hey, guess where I'm going? Hey, I'll talk to y'all later, bro. I see y'all money there. I can't be on a podcast, but hey, I see y'all money, bro. I'm out. Peace.
Ewok's gonna be like His Excellency calls.
Man, what?
I have to end the stream.
I mean, what?
He's got to go take care of the prince.
Millions. Hey, y'all gonna get millions every week, but hey, guess where I'm gonna be? Y'all ain't gonna see me, but hey,
you gotta be putting
I gotta leave y'all hanging.
You gotta be putting your talents to use so the prince can be happy.
Well, Wow, what?
Jesus.
Princess, bro. Man, Joe, you ain't getting nothing, bro. You ain't getting, you don't get nothing but a letter.
You're gonna be working that oil rig.
Hey, you the only one that's gonna be getting a letter. Everybody else gonna be getting millions.
I wouldn't accept your letter. It might be explosive.
Wow. Wow. You see the shit?
I've seen too much Inspector Gadget. I'm sorry.
You know what, Joe? I got something for your ass, bro. Let me find it. Let me find it, bro. Let me,
Every message self-destructs in that country.
Hey,
He's gonna have to put
see how long it takes him to find it.
This is the worst.
No wonder he don't have kids. Look how long it takes him to find it.
Wow!
Oh!
Catch me outside. How about that?
Yeah.
You think that's TKO? She did.
Wow.
She caught her boyfriend outside. She was on the windshield, hanging on while he was trying to.
Catch me outside. How about that?
Don't leave, baby. I love you. Come beat me some more.
Joe, you got some lip on you tonight.
Boyfriend beats her ass all the time, and she's like,
"Wow!"
Because I need the views of the.
Yeah, I have a lot of questions. Number one, how dare you?
The views of what? Joe knows, motherfucker. That's what it is.
The views of
what Invisible
Joe
Man
is strictly
him, bro?
He was in my stream earlier. So I guess he's probably sleeping. I guess.
Who? Yeah, he's probably sleeping.
Alex.
Invisible Man sleeping?
I was streaming earlier. Before this came up, I did the Evolve live stream.
The Invisible Man's like Batman. He don't sleep.
Lurking. He's going to descend from the shadows.
Yeah.
We start calling this show.
If you say his name, then he will appear.
Did Cardala make it back to Puerto Rico?
Not sure.
No. She said she had a. She said like she had a 12-hour. Yeah,
12-hour later.
Hey, they got a sub.
Jesus.
Oh wow.
I got stuck in Texas once when I was going from New Mexico to New York. That was horrible.
Yeah.
Stuck in an airport in fucking Dallas, Fort Worth.
Hey, I made sure I paid that extra not to be there any longer.
I remember I got stuck coming from Vegas. Got stuck in Atlanta.
Gay Atlanta.
8 hours.
Gay Atlanta.
Oh, that airport sucks.
And you having fun there now?
All the boys down there wear the skirts and have the purses.
As long as long as you stayed away from Midtown, you was all right, bro.
That's the Atlanta state capital dress wear now is dresses and purses for everybody.
Yeah,
hold up now. I used to live in Atlanta, so y'all can't be getting Atlanta like that, bro. Long as you stay away from Midtown, you was good.
Atlanta ain't like that no more, homie. Atlanta done went to dresses and purses now.
Yeah, the men over there they don't walk, they sashay.
Yes.
Wait, don't say that. Oh man.
And then
sashay.
And then you can't even talk to women from there because the dudes there mess with dudes, so whatever the dudes catch, they give it to the women. Like,
bro, be honest with you, bro. Hey, it's a good time if you want to go to let her get a woman. It's a good time because it's like 10 women to every man right there.
No, it's not. It's not because whatever. It's not because whatever the dudes catch, they give it to the women, and the women catch whatever the women catch, they give it to the straight real dudes, and the real dudes are like, "What the fuck happened?" Like, no.
Take it from D-Walk. He lives in Michigan. He would know.
Wow. That's that bullshit, Joe.
There's like 10 women to one bear in every city.
Hey, for real. Hey,
They're
stay away
looking for
from
women
every
in
man,
Alaska.
bro.
You
Hey,
ever seen
so
that
hey,
video of the mayor
if you're a
running around
straight
Detroit?
man in Atlanta, bro, hey, you can have some shit popping, bro.
No, you can't.
I hear the
No,
women are
you
very.
cannot.
The women
Because
know
you
how
gotta
to.
worry about. You have to worry about fucking like catching anything though.
You're right,
Like I
though.
said.
Krishan, what were you saying?
You got to worry about catching anything anywhere.
I was gonna say
Krishan,
the women there are good at like reading men that are
Bruh.
It's like an
Hey,
evolutionary process.
9 out of 10, they happy to see you. They happy to
No.
see you. Like, hold on, you straight?
No.
Oh hell yeah! Come on, come on.
Most of the women,
You straight?
most of the women don't even know their dudes is on a down low.
D-Walk walks up to women and asks them to have a blood panel done.
You have to poke them.
What?
Like, we're gonna have to do a blood panel and check you for STDs, please.
Well, yeah, exactly. Hey, Joe, you remember how the back in the day? We clearly did when we was going to the club with Brandon. We clearly did a background check on him.
Hey,
This comes
like I said,
from the guys push people with
like
Viagra
I
in their
said,
drink.
just stay away from Midtown.
Wow.
If you come from Midtown, you good.
That was not
That's
true.
like the Village in New York.
Ugh.
The Village. That's another hippy dippy place.
Yes.
Hey, but they always say that Atlanta is the Hollywood of the South, though, bro.
Hey, but look, when I lived in New York, it was this spot Joe told me not to go to that was around the corner from his house. I said, man, fuck you, man. I'll go wherever I want to go. I went around there, bro. There's number of Italians, bro. Them Italians, they was instantly cool with me, bro. They was instantly like buying me Hennessy shots and everything. Joe could not understand like what was they doing. Or like,
and I bet you the Italians, they brought you the Hennessy before you even told them you drink Hennessy.
It was a true fact. But that was cool.
They were like, this guy, he drinks Hennessy. Just bring him a Hennessy.
But it was cool. But it was cool.
Guy.
I never had to pay for drinks and everything. They was buying my drinks.
Italians
but it was cool.
Best, yeah. Italians
and it was right in the corner. Like I could walk. Like literally, I walked the joke, man. Like I walked around the corner to the bar, and it was like weird because you walk down some stairs like some New York shit, and then it was a pool hall on your left hand side, and then it was a bar. I never bought drinks and everything, and I stumbled back to Joe crib. Like I walked the stairs and I stumbled back to Joe crib. It was dope, and then there was a bagel shop right there at the corner. Like when I walked past the bagel joint and everything, it was, like Joe lived right across the street from a bagel joint. It was dope.
Yeah, that was back in the day, man.
Where was that, Joe?
In Brooklyn.
Oh, Brooklyn. Okay.
Yeah, it was Garrison Beach. We had the bagel store right across the street. They opened up at like fucking 3 a.m.
Everything's a 5-minute walk.
Literally that whole neighborhood. I mean, there's bars, there's food places, pizza place, bagel store, all within 5 minutes. Chinese place, laundromat.
Yeah, you never even have to leave.
Nope. Little. You could have like a quarter of a mile circle. You don't got to go nowhere.
Wow. Yeah, they told me don't go in there. I went anywhere. Like, man, you can't tell me where to go. I go wherever I want to go. Like, hey, don't go to this spot, man. I'm blessed.
They were buying you Hennessy to get you drunk so you can leave faster.
Yeah, they thought I was cool though too.
They were like, let's see how fast we get this motherfucker loaded.
Hey,
it's all Irish and Italian guys that I hung out with. The whole neighborhood was Irish and Italian. So I mean, motherfucking Irish and Italians can drink.
Yeah.
Maybe they start drinking. We would usually go to the bar at like 7 o'clock and start drinking at 7 in the evening, and we couldn't stop drinking till like 5 in the morning.
It was time to go.
Yeah, go home and go to sleep, or go home and get more drinks, just depending.
Hey, them motherfuckers can't drink now.
TKO as a whole, I just want to get back to that because I feel like TKO has went the Saudi Arabia blood money route, and they went greed. They went greedy because when you stop and think about it, to be a wrestling fan for the WWE, you have to have a Netflix account to watch Raw. You have to have cable or some sort of a cable provider to watch SmackDown and NXT, and you got to have Tubi for Evolve, which is free, but it's still another carrier. Then you got to have ESPN to watch your PLEs. But then you also have to have Peacock for the network and to watch NXT stuff.
Right.
So when you're sitting there and you're heading it all up, it's $150, $150 like a month.
Just to keep up with the product, yeah.
Just to keep up with the shit. And it's like, I could do that with AEW, and all I need is HBO Max and spend $50 on the pay-per-view once a month. So even at that, it's like $65 a month.
Excuse me.
Yeah, and it's more just because they want to be everywhere.
Yeah,
and again,
right,
it's like you're saying they're doing it to the detriment of the customer.
Right, and AEW just lowered their pay-per-views. If you have HBO Max and you get it through HBO Max, I believe they lowered it to $30 a month.
Yeah, I was gonna say
for their pay-per-views.
Yeah, and there's a point where like I've been watching wrestling for 31 years at this point, and it's like when they were like, "Oh, we're going over to ESPN," I was like, "All right, I just give up. I'm gonna go back to pirating your shit, just because you're making it too."
I don't even want to.
Yeah, I do like
waste my time.
It is on at least on the CW on some type of free TV. Even though I guess CW is kind of hard to get over the air in a lot of places. But they do show it free like the next day, so I mean it's better than nothing. And a lot of people think everybody has cable. Everybody does not have cable. That's like a first world problem and everything. With cable, they say, oh, like cable and to extent video games having the internet all the time. I'm like, look, not everybody has all that and everything.
I do.
Real.
So I mean,
well, there's a thing called
I mean, y'all know I have access to all of it, but I mean, like a lot of people don't and everything. And if you want to be, like I said, I used to watch it back in the day. We were just watching on free TV. Like I never saw like the major stars because we couldn't watch PLEs. But I watched like what WWE Superstars on the weekend, and they'll give you a synopsis of what happened at the major PLEs and everything. And until I got old enough so I can get it myself, that's how I consumed wrestling and everything. So it's like just have something that people can just watch for free. Not everything has to be behind some type of paywall. And if that was the case, if it was a paywall, trust me, they weren't going to pay for it. So I would have never been introduced to wrestling if it was today. All this paywall stuff, like I would never got into wrestling because it was like, nah, we don't need to have that or blah blah blah. So I'm like, have something that people can watch. You know, not everything has to cost.
My dad bought all the pay-per-views.
Yeah. I remember you were telling like my grandma liked it, she didn't like it like that though. Buy the pay-per-view.
My dad bought them all, man. ECW, WCW, WWF. We pay for them all.
Yeah, because we didn't even have cable. Well, yeah, I know my mom didn't have cable. My grandma did. My aunt did. So that's how I saw like HBO and stuff like that. But my grandma, she was like old school and everything. Like I didn't actually have cable growing up. I think it's like high school, and I was kind of like off and on with that. So
like the Hogan turn when he formed the NWO at the pay-per-view, Hog Wild pay-per-view, or Hog Wild was the Bash the Beach. I didn't Bash the Beach. No, was it Hog Wild?
Was it Bash the Beach?
It was Bash the Beach. Hog Wild was the one that happened after that in August.
Okay.
But anyway, when it happened, like I was watching it live as it happened.
Well, this is what we have to take in consideration. You guys know what cord cutting is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they're projecting. I actually just looked this up. They're projecting that 75% of U.S. households will be cord cutters. Basically, they'll get rid of traditional, cable TV and that type of stuff, and go to streaming services. So I think that's kind of what they're looking at, is they just want to be there, have the foundation, so that when the entire country more or less moves over to just streaming services, they can all find WWE or stumble on it.
Yeah.
Again, they're not making this product for us anymore. It's not for not the casuals. We're not casuals, but it's for the casuals. It's to catch people just watching.
Yeah, the weird thing about that is that all the streaming services, like they predicted when everybody first did it, eventually it's gonna be more than cable. Well, it kind of depends on what you have now. It kind of already is. Like I have DirecTV Stream, so I'm like kind of cord cutter, kind of not. I was an early adopter to that. I still have it. I'm paying like almost 4 times as much as when I first had it and everything. It's like it might be. I want to say it might be more than what my cable bill might if I had like Spectrum, because that's what we have down here. It's probably more than that now with my DirecTV Stream, or I guess it's just DirecTV now, but it was DirecTV now for $45. The same exact plan. My plan has never changed, and I'm paying like 4 times as much now. So
I'm a cord cutter.
I'm gonna stick beside him.
Yeah, we just got rid of cable like 2 years ago, and we just do it all on stream. So I pay like maybe a couple $100 or something for fucking stream services, but then I'm like, at some point, because they're all like raising them little by little.
Yeah,
you don't even notice it.
I know.
And I'm like, wait a minute, I'm paying like $25 for a fucking streaming platform. I might have to get rid of this.
Yeah, I got rid of my HBO Max because not telling myself, but I'm able to watch it by other means now.
Oh.
But
well, my HBO Max is bundled with my Hulu and my Disney Plus for like $17.99 a month, I think.
Yeah, like my Netflix, I get with my phone bill. So it's just because I have T-Mobile, so they have like Apple Plus and Netflix. So I'm able to lower just by having certain things that you already have. They're starting to include a lot of services with the stuff that you already have now. They kind of keep you in there. So it's like it's still a lot though.
The only thing that really keeps me like with the streaming platforms and not going back to cable is that I have everything on demand. I can literally watch whatever I want when I want.
Yeah. I like the fact that no matter where I move to, I don't have to worry about, because some places have one thing, some places don't have something else. But
yeah,
when you cut it, it's like, okay, I don't have to worry about it. So that's kind of why I keep the DirecTV Stream. Just because it's just convenient. And it's like, if it was breaking the bank or something like that, it's like, I don't like paying it, but it's like, I'm not going to change it. Like,
I love DirecTV though. That was the last cable I had. That should be great.
So I had the online version of it, like when they gave less stuff, but now it's like, now it is DirecTV essentially.
I would just use the DVR and record stuff, and then I was like realizing I'm not watching anything live anyway.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. When Joe was asking about AEW earlier, like I just record AEW and I try to go back and watch it. Like all the wrestling shows, I just record it and I can go back.
Yeah, that's what I did too. Was I used the DVR service with my cable company, and I record it. And in my bedroom, I have the streaming app on my TV for the cable company. Okay. Which I could watch live TV anywhere, and I can watch my recorded shows anywhere, even on my phone.
Well, I feel like at some point it's all just gonna like integrate back into just TV. I mean, I have a Fire Stick, which is pretty much that. It just gathers all your apps into one place on your TV.
Got like 4 of those.
Well, you got a Fire Stick too. I haven't seen that thing in like 2 years, but it's around here somewhere.
Yeah, I rarely use it though. That's the funny thing. I just use my computer for.
Mine are all specialty. Mine are all specialty Fire Sticks.
No, for real. Hey, you remember the back in the day, bro?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Back in the day, we had the boxes though, where you could watch anything. And all you gotta do is type in live, especially the ones you type in the numbers at the top.
I go back old school net. Back when they had the box with the red button on the back.
Yeah.
Gotta hold the red button in. And then boom, you got all the channels.
Yeah. When
all those the bootleg, the benzo boxes and the boom.
Yeah, I bought one of those boxes because I was afraid of putting the stuff on my computer, so I just bought the box instead. I'm like, if that gets messed up, that gets messed up. I'm not gonna have my computer messed up. So.
No, but you had the cable box where you typed the number, like You had to literally walk up and push the numbers on the box to get to whatever channel you wanted to. Oh man! After what, 2:00? What?
I had a remote for that.
Oh man.
But you were talking about the streaming services. So if they're all going to streaming services and they're building a relationship with Netflix, why the fuck would you sign with ESPN and not put the PLEs on Netflix? Since the PLEs are already on Netflix overseas.
Exactly. That's exactly the point, because it's more money. Because it's like, yeah, it's already overseas. So they're like, okay, well, we can make more money. Then it's like, yeah, I would. It's kind of weird how they did it, but it's like it's all money because they could just put it on Netflix just everywhere. But
they're doing what like Vince did in Storyline. They're treating every show like it's its own brand. So Netflix deal is specifically with Raw. They only get Raw. You get what I'm saying? ESPN, I believe, they're getting all the PLEs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's like it's the fact that it's only like here in the United States, they broke it down like a territory, but Netflix, like in Europe, gets everything. So it's like, so, but it is what it is. Such is life.
Freeway.
But like like I said, the TKO is just. I don't like the direction. I don't like the direction they're going. I jumped off the roller coaster because I knew it was going to get worse and worse and worse. And on top of that, the product isn't even that good.
That's
the product is shit.
That's why I jumped off. The product is just horrible. I don't think Triple H is a good booker, and their writing team is not creative. They do the same thing over and over.
Krishan, look at the petition that's going around right now to fire Triple H.
Oh, really?
Yeah. # fire Triple H.
What sparked that though? Because I think he's been pretty bad for a while, and a lot of people are like, they love it.
It was part of it was the ESPN deal, because he was part of the reason that he was part of the person that brokered that deal.
Mm-hmm. But then what's crazy is they did WrestlePalooza, and they started off and they're like, "This is a new era. This is sports and entertainment."
Well, he did blame Baron Corbin for back in the day by why everything was so trashy. We all know Baron Corbin was just a TV figure and had no decision making power whatsoever. But like when the backlash came out that bad, I said, "Oh yeah, it's his fault, and it's gonna be brand new from now on." I'm like, man, I just do this whole man under the bus.
They had that big intro of like, this is the pinnacle of wrestling and entertainment, and then they just put on this like kind of mediocre.
To me, I'm like, for a show that whole show came out of cloth. Like what 3 weeks before that, it didn't even exist. So I'm like, I don't know what people were expecting from it. I was like, for me, I actually like the I mean, it could be better. Like I do think like AEW has better wrestling on the show, but I'm entertained for the most part and everything. Yeah, it could be a lot better. Right now, I think I think ever since the ESPN thing, they've been trying to do more character work with the characters because of that C rating, and they were shocked that they got a C rating on ESPN, but they have to be realistic. ESPN is a sports network. They're going to call it like it is because it's going to call it their credibility. You're not going to say it's an A show and it wasn't an A show, because that means now when they start talking about their other sports and everything, it's like, okay, where's the bias? And they have to call it like it is. And I think that kind of lit a fire under their tail a little bit. So they're doing a little bit more character development the last, I want to say 2 to 3 weeks and everything. They've been focusing on that a little bit. So we'll see if it's going to last or anything like that, or if it's going to get better. But at least that is so noticeable. That's what they're doing and everything. So I think it had everything to do with that article.
I agree, because WrestlePalooza felt like they were trying to be like an actual sports show.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they just did that because they're like, oh, we're on ESPN. We're a real sport now. Mm-hmm. And even if you like, remember when like Stephen A. Smith did his top 5 or whatever the fuck? And
my God, yeah, that was just that he couldn't be serious.
Yeah, it was horrible. It was horrible. But then when you really like, if you were to ask all the main guys on ESPN who their favorite wrestlers are, they're gonna name people from the Attitude
from that list, yeah, just like he was saying and everything.
Yeah. And it's because they also love those wrestlers because they love the stories as well. Like WWE I think they realize we have to get back to storytelling and character driven stuff because that's what even the ESPN people want from us.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you're right in the sense of like they're trying, but their writing team, they have to do something with them.
Yeah, I think I just saw somebody just said they just change some or add some people to the writing team like today or something like that. I thought I saw something in the family chat or whatever about that. Like I guess they're doing some shake up with the writing team.
I know that show got a C. And the person that wrote the article even said that the best match of the night was Io Sky versus Stephanie Vicure.
Yeah, and when you look at the article, it's like he told no lies.
A women's match was your best match of the fucking night.
Women's match.
Yeah.
That's fucking horrible. Terrible. And you've got Brock Lesnar and John Cena starting the show.
Yeah, and they just put on a match that we've seen before.
Yeah,
yeah. The Suplex City Part 2, I guess, is what this match pretty much.
It was called the Return to Suplex City.
Yeah, that's a sequel that bombed.
I mean, not for Brock. I mean, he got over. Brock looks bigger and better and better in shape than he has his whole life.
It looked like Brock ate Brock, and just not. I mean, he looked.
Yeah,
that was the best shape he's ever been in. I was like, oh my god,
he looked fucking terrifying.
Yeah,
he's on that goddamn meat diet. I'm 100% certain that's all he does is eat meat and dairy.
I'm not saying nothing bad about Brock. I ain't trying to have Brock pull up on my crib.
Bro, I'm telling you, he's on that meat and dairy diet. I have a supervisor down here where I work, and he's on it, and he's like 60-something years old, and he looks like he's in his 30s and shredded.
Hey, I want no smoke with Brock Lesnar, bro. I don't know Brock Lesnar a tip over your fucking house. I don't want no smoke with him.
Well, I just think there's like there's a rinse and repeat thing going on with their storylines. It's like, how many times are we going to have wrestler A comes out, starts to cut a promo, wrestler B cuts him off, he gets mad. Other wrestler cuts a promo on that guy, they get into a fight. End of segment. And it's like the same thing over and over. There's like no story to it.
We were saying like recent, like the last 2 weeks, like on the WWE, like on Raw, I'll say Raw mostly and everything. Some of the things that kind of happens, but the way it unfolds has been a little bit different now. Like the Jey Uso thing that happened this past Monday was a little bit different. How they kind of set up the whole thing.
Fair.
The EO stuff. This is a recent, super recent change and everything. So that's what I'm saying. It's like I need about 3 months of this to see if it's consistent, or it's like, okay, we're gonna try something. We're just gonna drop it.
They have been doing like very subtle things too. I've noticed like with the Becky and Seth thing, she's doing that thing where she's ranting and he's just there quiet,
just standing there, not saying anything yet. Like little changes here and there, and so it's like they're trying and everything.
I thought they added a lot to the match too with the Paul Heyman segment where he's like telling him like, if you lose against Cody, you're losing. All this stuff, and it made it.
Especially that came about from Friday night because he went after Cody. Paul Heyman told him not to go, but he didn't want to listen to him. Then he got Crossroad, and the Braun Brawns were about to go take him out. Paul Heyman held them back. Like, no. Like, basically, like, I told him not to go do this. He went and did it anyway. He's going to have to learn. Normally, it would just be like, okay, they're just going to go up in a big beatdown. But it's like, oh, that was a little bit different. It's like, oh, you held him back. And his boy was the one that got destroyed. So it's like, just little things here and there that's different. But like I said, we have to see if it's sustainable or if they're going to sustain it or whether they're just going to go back to whatever they used to do. So
I've also noticed like a low key thing they're telling with Adam Pearce. that he's starting to like. I think they're almost going down the route that he's going to have a drinking problem because you notice he's like,
yeah. I remember they started that, then I didn't see it anymore. But then, like, yeah, it's kind of brought it back a little bit.
They did it this week. He's like, they're all yelling, and then the segment ends, and he's like, I need a drink. And
I remember they did that like before. And I'm like, yeah, they might, yeah.
But I think he's hilarious. Like he just loses his mind. But there's that I feel like is building up to something, hopefully. But I don't know. I see what you mean. I hope that's a long-term thing they're doing. It's not just they have a hard on for it right now.
Yeah, it's like it's just so new, but it's like the fact that you could tell it's different and everything. It's just different. So it's like, okay, different is good. But sometimes different fails, but you got to try something, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't work, well, at least you tried and everything. So, but like what people want, wrestling is for stories. Like you could be the best wrestler ever, but if you got no mic skills, then it doesn't matter. So people watch wrestling for the storylines. Like they do watch for wrestling too, but you do need a story with it. Sometimes. So
yeah, it doesn't have to be soap opera every time.
Yeah.
Something.
It's just a story. It doesn't need to do anything with the belt. Like I like what Maxine's doing. I was like, the whole thing's like, give Maxine a chance. Just give her a chance. Don't make her look like she's like pathetic out there. This past week it was like, oh, the crowd was really behind her because they want to see her like do something, like whether she fails or whatever, but like at least give her a shot and everything, you know.
They popped when she won on a count.
Yeah, they did. Even though they kind of copped out with a win's a win at the end of the day. A win's
now,
a win.
were they cheering for Maxine or were they cheering against Becky?
No, they were cheering for Maxine. It wasn't they were cheering against Becky. No, they were definitely cheering for Maxine.
I agree. Because even during the match, they were kind of rooting for her. Like I heard the crowd behind Maxine.
Yeah. So and that was nice to see. That's all people's that like because the first match would I'm like, come on, you didn't have to make it look pathetic and everything. Like I was surprised she actually even won that match or the match she won on Monday. It was like, okay, yeah, if she just have a good showing and lose, that's fine. But the fact she won, so now they could always run it back eventually, and you know, because she could be her version of Shelton Benjamin, the Triple H or something like that. It's like, oh, this person, I can't quite beat this person for some reason, even though you know when the time comes, you're not going to get this belt off me, but. There's always the top wrestlers that have that one person. Brock had Hurricane Helms for a little bit that he would just kind of get over him. Like no one think he's gonna really beat him, but it's like he would get one over as they would applaud or win a couple times. And Maxine could be that for Becky, and it could be kind of
it's the 1, 2, 3 kid story.
Yeah,
exactly.
Which they need to tell that more. Sorry, Joe,
No, you're right. It is the 1, 2, 3 kid story all over again, but it's in the female version.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was so shocked when I was a kid when I found out he was because I did not know because he was like a little kid. I was a little kid or whatever. Then he got the beard, and I did not know it was the same person until much later. I was like, "What? That was the 1, 2, 3 kid."
How did you not know that?
I was like, like 8 or something, and I stopped watching wrestling until I was a senior in high school, pretty much. So I'm like, and the man didn't have no facial hair. At the time, he looked like he was a baby, like he really had a baby face back then. So I didn't know.
I'm with EOD because I started watching wrestling with WCW because Hogan was there, so I didn't even see the 1, 2, 3 kid thing till later.
Oh, see, I started with WWF.
I didn't watch it continuously. From sixth grade to about senior year of high school, I stopped watching it. So I had to get filled in later on the stuff that happened in between and everything like that. But I wasn't like actively watching during those years. So
yeah, when he came back, I was like, "Oh, that's 6."
Like, that's 1, 2, 3 kid, motherfucker. What you talking about? You'd be like, "What? 1, 2, 3 kid? Who the hell's that?" He was also the Lightning Kid, and the Colorado Kid, and something else.
Al Snow comes out. Joe's like, "That's Avatar."
That's Leaf Cassidy. Like who? Be like he was one half of the New Rockers.
Who's Marty Jannetty's tag team partner? Shawn Michaels? No, you got it all fucked up now.
Shawn Michaels put Marty Jannetty through the plate glass window of the barbershop.
Man, why you gotta bring up that shit, bro?
Why you gotta?
Because we need more. We need more of that shit.
Yes. Well, that's what I miss too. Is they're so afraid to break up tag teams and stuff, and have like betrayals and people turn heel. That's the thing that I miss. Is
AKA
like
Street Profits. Like, are they going to do it or are they not going to do it?
they've been teasing us with that.
Like they should have like. I also miss like the talk shows too, like the Heartbreak Hotel and the Barbershop and like the Snake Pit and the Undertaker had like the funeral parlor.
I know this is probably a little too late in his career, but I think LA Knight should have had that at some point. Because there's not really many people. Because when Joe was saying that, I'm like, yeah, but who can really like pull off talk shows these days?
Yeah, because they don't do Miz TV, and Grayson Waller doesn't really does his thing anymore. He brought it back that one time, but that was the only people I think that does it on the main roster right now.
Every time Grayson did his talk show, it failed. It was like, I don't know if it was the writing or what, but it was horrible.
Yeah. Oh no, just the fact that he did it and everything. Like, who does this? Like Miz and Grayson Waller. I did used to like Grayson Waller. He would go live on Instagram with it because I would go on Instagram and watch it.
I feel like LA. Who do you think could pull off a talk show segment right now, other than LA Knight, the obvious?
I sure would like a female to have a talk show, just because we don't usually see it. I'm trying to think who would, besides Becky Lynch, because Becky Lynch could do anything. It feels like so. Like, I don't want to make it a little bit more difficult.
Probably would be the best choice, to be honest.
Yeah, because I'm like, she could do it. So I'm like, that's too easy. That's too
Chelsea
easy.
Green. I can see her doing a talk show.
I can see her doing it too. I do like her little secret, whatever agent thing, whatever that is. It's just kind of funny to me. The agents. Yeah, the Hervis. Yeah, secret Hervis.
That's only gonna last so long. She has to do. I think she'd be good. Like that'd be a good next step for her.
Yeah, she would be a good talk show host. I can see that.
I don't know. Who do you think?
Ooh.
Not a lot of good like talk. Maybe like an Xavier.
I was just about to say, somebody from the New Day.
Yeah, Xavier would be great. There's not a lot of like great talkers these days.
I don't know. I feel like LA Knight could be like another Rowdy Piper.
Oh, easily. LA Knight's the obvious, I think.
Yeah, I think LA Knight just ended up in the wrong place at the right time, because with Cena coming back and him being on SmackDown, it was like it was just never gonna happen. He's not a big enough star to go against Cena. So it's like, yeah, it was like they had no choice but to kind of move him to Raw at that point, even though now Cena's not in the whole picture with the title to begin with. But yeah, because to me, it's like they should have pulled the trigger with LA Knight sooner, but now it's like, yeah, it is what it is. Because I think he was over enough to be champion, and for me, SmackDown, if they do it the way they used to do SmackDown, it's like, okay, Raw is your flagship show, you got your stars. SmackDown be where we're let's take a chance on somebody that's gonna be champion. Like, I in a million years would never thought JBL was gonna be a champion, let alone a good one. I thought he was a good heel champion. The JBL gimmick, I would have never saw that coming ever.
I think they're definitely gonna pull the trigger with LA Knight pretty soon being the champion.
Yeah,
I think they're teasing him too much with it. Like CM Punk's kind of like clowning him with that shit, and I think they know that he can like at least pull that off.
Yeah.
And he's a big enough star. He sells merch. Like, there's no downside to him.
You sleep.
So I think they've been teasing it enough on TV that they're gonna do it at some point.
Yeah, and if you want to switch the belts back, like have the main title on Raw and have the heavyweight championship on SmackDown, so you can do it for whatever reason, I'll be fine with that too. So, because it seems like, do they want to be the lead on because it seemed like Cody fits nicely on Raw for some reasons. Like, when he's been on there like the last couple of weeks, it's like he kind of fits Raw. He kind of fits Raw and everything. And I could see LA Knight being champion on SmackDown, even on Raw now. But it's because it's on Netflix, and I guess they don't really care about other stuff. So
I might even call right now LA Knight winning the Rumble and winning at Mania.
He actually might win the triple threat.
Oh, you think earlier he's going to win it?
Yeah, this next pay-per-view.
I actually still think if they keep pushing the man, I kept thinking Sami Zayn was going to win the Royal Rumble this year.
Man, he better not, bro.
Nah, I don't
I'm
think
just saying they were pushing,
not.
but now it seems like they're kind of not. So it's like
Sammy's starting
I don't
to
know
lose
what Sammy's
support,
saying.
I think.
That's what I'm saying. It's like at first it looked like, oh, he was poised to probably be a champion. And it's like, okay, they just kind of swap LA Knight and Sami Zayn. He's got this US title run, but doesn't seem like it's what was he given what's supposed to give, I guess. So I don't know if they'll make him win because I thought, okay, they're doing this, he'll win the Royal Rumble, then have his shot at the championship at WrestleMania, and that'll be an easy way for him to, whether he wins or loses is another story, but at least he's, but I don't know. Now I don't know. I don't know now.
Supposedly,
seems like the momentum's cooled off a little bit.
Supposedly, Cena's last opponent has been named. Supposedly,
Gunther.
Gunther,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
I think I've heard that.
Is that official, Joe?
Gunther.
It's
Not
official.
official yet. Not official
It's
yet,
not official, but I think it's like close enough.
It slipped out that they're gonna do it, and it makes sense because they're trying to do Gunther Brock at WrestleMania.
Yeah, so I can see that.
you've already had Gunther put Goldberg out. Now he's going to put Cena out, and then they'll have him face Brock at Mania and probably put Brock out.
I don't think he'll put Brock out.
I think it's credible.
That's a good. They've been trying to get this thing done for a minute anyway. So
Right.
it's like,
and we're also supposed to have Roman and Seth Rollins at WrestleMania this year.
I can see that.
I can see that.
I don't know if I want it, but
even though I kind of hope, I don't think it's going to happen, that Roman becomes the new wise man to maybe Jey Uso, because he's kind of doing something right now on Raw. It kind of just leaves me. He's not giving Jey any bad advice, so it's like, could he be? And Jey was supposed to be the next man up when it was time for Roman to not, he's supposed to pass on the Ula Fala to Jey at some point, and I don't know.
No,
it would be kind of cool, but I don't know.
I think this is all just to give Jimmy his solo run. This is all being to build up Jimmy to stand up against Roman and his brother.
Again, yeah, I was like, man, we got the bloodline storyline again. We're in 3.0 right now.
I think they finally realized their mistake and doing the whole Jey push, and they realized, oh, we got the wrong twin. It's the other one.
The funny thing is, like, Jimmy is the better. He's always been the better Uso. He's better on the mic and everything. Jay's like, he's good, but Jimmy is better than Jey, in my opinion. And I think he's always been. But I always thought Matt Hardy was better than Jeff Hardy. That's just me. But
I also have a feeling
that too.
Jey is a little bit. Jay's a bit of a better actor than Jimmy is, because Jimmy's kind of a bad actor, but like he's a better mic man when he's cutting a promo. He's better at that. Jay's always been his hype man. Yeah. As far as wrestling, I don't know who's better there.
Yeah, the wrestling thing is like, it's like, but Jimmy was always the one that seemed like was carrying the group on the mic and everything. Like you said, he was like his hype man. But Jey can cut a good promo, but I just think Jimmy's like better. But like you said, you're right with the acting. But to me, it doesn't really seem like Jey acts. Jey's just him. Yeah. And he just whatever that is and everything. So
especially roasting though. When they were roasting.
Well, right now, Jey looking like Crash Out Jey.
Yeah.
He was looking way more like Crash Out
close to losing his mind.
Yeah.
I'm interested at least to see where that goes, because I don't know. I've given up on Jey as like I remember though. I got to give Joe credit as well. Joe and me were like one. I don't know if there was other people, but we were saying this Jey thing is gonna fail. Yeah. Before he even won the title.
Kane said the same thing.
Who? Oh, Kane did. Yes, Kane did. But yeah, it was just like it was obvious. Like I don't know what it is. He can't cut a promo. I don't think he's got the passion.
Yes,
but
he's got the passion.
Hey, read DT. DT said Jay's better face expression and storytelling, but sometimes you don't have to have a facial expression. Like a lot of stuff you can hide. Like anybody can hide their emotions on how they feel. Like if you have anybody could laugh and everything when they're having a bad day.
I mean, that's why I say that Jey has something with him. It's like Jey doesn't seem like he acts. Jey's just just himself and everything. He's like So it's like a little bit different and everything. That's why I guess that's why people like him and everything. Jimmy, if you need the like that part of it, like on the mic skills, Jimmy can tell the storyline or whatever like better. That's all.
To be fair to Jimmy, though, he hasn't had really as much time to do his solo act as Jay has.
Yeah,
Jay had time to develop all of that,
and that's because he got hurt. So they had no choice and everything. It's like, okay, he's still here, so that it actually benefited Jay because Jim was out for close to a year.
Yeah,
because I mean, because I have a little brother and everything. I don't care if I'm 4 months older or like I'm 11 years older than my brother and everything. Me and my sister are like 10 months apart. My little brother's not going to talk to me any kind of way. That's just how it goes. The way Jay be talking to Jimmy is crazy to me. I'm like, man. Well, Solo did it first. Solo called him the little big brother.
This is what made me mad. John Cena got squashed by Solo. And shouldn't that be one of his main last opponents?
Maybe, like, but then they did nothing with Solo after the fact that he put down. So, like, most people don't even remember it until you, like, bring it up.
Yeah.
They'd be better off doing Jacob versus John Cena.
You got squashed by him. Like, they made Solo squash John Cena. And I didn't like that.
Then the next match is then he was just back to Solo instead of just using that as a catalyst to raise him up. In fact, they think they did it backwards with him anyway. Like going up the champion, the way he's on now, that's the way I think it should have been.
Yeah.
Like, okay, start with the U.S. title or IC belt and everything, then move up. But they immediately threw him in a match with Cody Rhodes. We knew he wasn't winning that.
Yeah. And then anything like y'all let what was it? They let Jacob Fatu be Solo. Hold on. How did that go?
No, Solo beat Jacob.
Solo beat Jacob. Title. And then y'all let Sami Zayn win. And which y'all should have let Jimmy beat Solo. I just don't agree with this Sami Zayn storyline, bro. Like, y'all giving it to him.
Well, the problem is with Solo is they were trying to find like this, like what he is and what his talent is. Like he's decent in the ring, I guess, but like what is he? And then we all kind of like found out like, oh, Solo's actually like a really funny guy. Like, he's actually genuinely funny. He makes funny facial expressions. He says funny shit. And then they're like, okay, let's not make him do that. It's like, bro, you found the thing. He's funny. He may not be, he's not a Roman. He's not a Jacob. Let him be funny. I don't know what you do with that, but you got to, like, he might have taken more on the Rikishi genetics of like where Rikishi was more of a funny, fun-loving guy.
Because I like the fact that he is funny, but when it's time to be serious, Solo could be, and I like the fact that he can kind of switch it off and on. And I think that's why he was probably off TV, so they could kind of recalibrate that a little bit, because I guess he's going to be coming back pretty soon. I've been watching the vignettes and everything, so I'm like...
Well, I think that would be great, is him being like funny backstage and somebody taking one of his jokes too seriously, and they push him and he fucking bows up. And it's like, oh, wait a minute, I'm fucking with Solo. I forgot.
But Jimmy should have been the one that beat Solo instead of Sami Zayn.
But that's a character trait, because even in real life, when the funny guy in the room gets really angry and shit, sometimes that's even more scarier than when, you know, somebody you expect to be like that. Like I don't know. There's something to, especially when you're a big dude and you're intimidating, you know, physically.
I don't know. To me, Sami Zayn is overhyped, bro. To me, Sami Zayn, like,
well, to me, the whole thing I agree with the Jimmy part only because the way they were kind of pushing Sami was like, why you? I get it. You never had the U.S. title, but you were in that position already. You're like a 3-time, I think 3 or 4-time IC champion. They're trying to push you to be a world champion. So why, you know, that was the thing I just didn't get. I was like, that's why I was surprised when he won. I'm like, but it's kind of the Damian Priest thing. 1 week he said, yeah, I want to be the champion. Then you cut the promo talk about you want Jacob when he was the U.S. champion.
Yeah.
Like, wait, what? It's like, doesn't make any
Yeah.
sense. Like you're a made. I'm still a believer. Once you're made man, you're always a made man.
Yeah.
Even if you never get the championship again, you're always in that title picture. So if someone gets hurt, whatever, it's like we could just put because you're a former world champion. Me going backwards, unless it's rare cases like a Sheamus, because so he can become a Grand Slam champion. So it makes sense that he's always trying to get the IC belt because it's the one belt he never had. Unless it's something like that. I mean, I'm like once you go up, you don't come back down. But that's me and everything. That's my personal bias. So.
I think the problem is they're overbooking Sammy.
Yeah,
like he's like there's a lot of things that Sammy won that he shouldn't have. Like for instance, the Karrion Kross match, he should have lost that.
I thought Karrion was going to win that match.
Yeah, he should have.
Now we know everything that we know now and everything. It's like okay, I guess that's why he did. But to me, I thought he was going to win that match and everything.
Well, point being, I think Sammy's just like because I'm starting to hear like at least there was like one time last time I watched like the crowd was actually booing him at one point.
Oh, they that started like not this. I know they did during the Cena thing, but it was like kind of. I think that's kind of when it was. Was he the first defense? I think it was Cena.
Yeah, they were booing him during Cena.
Yeah,
but I cut that slack because I'm like, all right, maybe it's just they love Cena so much they don't know this guy or whatever the fuck. But I don't know. It
was weird. It was weird.
But I was shocked that he won it. Carried on at all because I haven't been fully.
It hasn't only because of like he fought Evans not last week, the week before, and I don't think they were booing him then. I think the booing has died down on Sami Zayn. Maybe because the match was so good with Evans and him that everybody got into it and stuff. I can't remember. I think he fought Dragon Lee one week in Hayes. I want to say I think there was some booing when he was fighting Hayes because people kind of wanted Hayes to win that match and everything.
The problem is when you're booking a guy like Sami Zayn to win everything, it kills his character. His character is supposed to be like
he's an
underdog, lovable loser kind of deal. And then you won over.
And that's why to me, him winning the U.S. title didn't make any sense to me. It's like, okay, just carry it forward and have him just try to climb up the main title ranks and just have him like because the Gunther thing. Even though I do think Chad Gable should have been the one that fought Gunther for the IC belt at WrestleMania, but that's neither here nor there. Because I'm like, they had Sami Zayn do it because of he's like you said, the ultimate underdog and stuff. So
but how do you have an underdog now do a tournament? Not a tournament, but a challenge.
Yeah, the open challenge, and that's why he shouldn't have been the champ. That's why I'm like he shouldn't have been the champion in the first place and stuff. That's all.
No. Jimmy Uso should have been champion before fucking Sami Zayn, bro.
Yeah, I just didn't think Sami Zayn needed. I thought Jimmy needed it more than Sami needed that belt.
He did.
Sami is like he's damn near almost a main eventer. He's like kind of teeters that line. I think now was the time to push him over it. And just have Big Jim win the belt. They give him a title. I'm like,
bro, it's been a long time coming, bro. He needed that. He needed that, bro. And by them giving it to Sami Zayn, it's more like a slap in the face because number one thing is Jimmy is very good, bro. Jimmy's very good. Jimmy can sell a story, bro. He can sell a story. Okay, for instance, y'all remember when Jay was just doubting himself so much when it came to that match between him and Gunther. And then Jimmy just walked up to Gunther and slapped the holy hell out this motherfucker.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn.
We'll say he probably regretted that though.
Hey, that's the man.
He might regret that,
but that's the man.
He regretted it. But at the same time, it happened. It showed him that, hold up, what? You say something about my what? Ah, that's my brother.
With the five fingers set to the face.
Slap.
But based on the fact that Jimmy is now on Raw, maybe that was always the plan, so it kind of makes sense why he didn't get the belt because he ended up on Raw not that much longer after that happened. Like maybe like a month month and a half later, I guess, once everything got settled down. They kind of slowly showed him on Raw a little bit. So now, I assume he's a Raw superstar now because he hasn't been back on SmackDown. So,
but Jimmy,
I think they did really well too in the tag team match where they were like telling the story that they're not on the same page.
Yeah,
they weren't wrestling like the Usos.
No,
they're wrestling like two different guys. So I thought
they was.
Yeah.
And we on the verge of getting a Crash Out Jay. And I like Crash Out Jay.
Jay's gonna look at everybody like the enemy. Like he already kind of looked at. He was looking at that Cody Rhodes title awfully hard when Cody's trying to Cody was so oblivious. He's like, you're my friend. Let me go talk you down. And Jay's like,
but
I want a title. I might have to take that one.
He's not gonna pull a trigger on Jay Uso because he's too hot right now.
Jimmy.
No, Jay. Jay too hot right now. Jay too hot with the heat right now. They're not gonna make him heel yet.
No, they're going heel. They're going heel with him.
I don't know.
They're doing a slow turn. They're doing a slow turn. Because sometimes he's the heat guy, and sometimes he's this crazy guy and everything. Yeah. I guess they're doing a slow turn with him.
It's a very slow.
Where I noticed it is there was like he's starting to do the thing where he's not coming out in the crowd all the time.
Exactly. Yeah. Sometimes he does. Sometimes
he's not the kids anymore.
Well, he did still somebody's kid last week. That I say he's still the kid because he just looks at the kid and takes them. Yeah, he did, but he doesn't do it all the time anymore. And when it comes to like you said, he doesn't always come through the crowd anymore. So when he comes through the entrance, it's like he's usually business. You know something crazy he's gonna say or do. He's gonna crash out or whatever. When it comes through that entrance,
I bet anybody a 12-pack of their favorite pop or beer. I cash app you.
What? That they're not going heel?
That Jay Uso is not gonna go heel.
Man, he's gonna go heel so hard when it happens.
What is your favorite pop? I cash app you. Once he go heel, I cash you up.
By the end of the year? Is that when? Well, like, where's the deadline?
No. The deadline is like he go heel, like in general.
Oh, that's definitely happening. Oh, that's definitely. Hey, I drink muscle milk vanilla.
Okay, good. I'll send it to you.
How about D-Walk? I would bet you that by the end of the year he's a heel.
All right, what you want to bet? Like, you want to bet beer or liquor?
We could do a bottle.
All right, bet.
Bottle of
I can't skip a bottle. Like, hey.
I got some Terrell in the freezer.
Oh, that's great.
Hey, and this will make our podcast dope because this is what we do. This is all fun and love. This is what we do.
No, I'll send the money if I lose.
Drinking the Rock brew.
I call it rock juice. Is what I call it.
Man, you should call it bomb juice right now because the movie going like
it's like a documentary. I wasn't expecting a whole lot. He's probably getting a lot of awards and stuff.
What killed it though is Taylor Swift. All of a sudden, she came out and said like she wanted to do like a movie thing, and the same week The Rock did his stuff, and that's what killed it.
Like I know I'll probably go see it, but I don't think I was gonna ever see it in the movie theater. Like I'll go see it.
At the same time,
I don't go see it, but
But at the same time, Taylor Swift, she like, I'm gonna do this movie thing the same time as The Rock doing his, and that's what. Yeah, because you know that Taylor Swift got the same. She got something going on the same week The Rock had his movie going out with.
Okay, I knew something with Taylor. I didn't know what it was or whatever the case, but I did know something Taylor Swift over the weekend or something like that. But I didn't know like what it was.
Yeah,
man, that's how big she is. Like, I don't even really follow her like that, but even I heard something was going on with her.
No, she was single. Yeah, I would have followed her and everything. You know, hey, that's something you know what I mean? Like, hey. I'd have been knocked her up and everything, you know what I mean? Taylor Swift and everything.
I know Taylor Swift is kind of like the Beehive. You don't want those problems.
Man,
you don't want You don't want Taylor Swift coming after you.
She a billionaire, bro. Right. She's a billionaire. Yeah. Hey, if she tell me, hey, you ain't gotta. Hey, I better not see you. You know, all you do, I want you to do is cook for. I'm cooking the whole time and everything. Like, Hey, when girls try to talk to me, I'm keeping my head down, all that, bro. Like, hey, a billionaire? What? I'll be on my best behavior with a billionaire, bro.
You have a best behavior?
Yeah, right.
God damn it, Joe. I thought you went to sleep, man. God damn it.
What best behavior would that be? Drunk, high, or talking too damn much? Which one would it be?
God damn it. Did you got something else better to do?
Actually, this is Joe's show right now.
I'm doing what I gotta do.
His best behavior is still worse than all of our worst behavior.
Man, what?
So your best gotta get a whole lot fucking better.
His best's gonna have to get a way better.
Hey, you worse than the devil, bro. I'm letting you know that. You worse than the devil.
Like I said, the devil has a seat. He's saving the seat for you. He's keeping it warm.
Wow.
Damn.
Look how you acting. Hey, can I get any kind of help, bro? Is somebody gonna speak up for me?
Lay off, Joe.
Don't worry. He's got that throne. He's keeping the throne warm for you.
Hey, well, guess what? If you keep the throne warm for me, guess what? Your room you in? You right next to me, buddy. Hey, so is Kane, so is EOD, and so is Christian, bro. Yeah, we gonna be roommates.
No. I already told you
volunteer for that.
Hey, I already told you this. If he see me, he gonna try to offer me a job.
Hey, don't drag me into this.
Hey, I'm Catholic. I go sit in the room, tell a priest what I've done bad. I say my prayers, and I'm good to go.
Move on.
Wow,
I'm all forgiven.
Confession.
Right.
Hey guys, I got to get out of here.
All right, take it easy.
Yes,
thank you, bro.
It was nice talking to you.
Talking to EOD for the first time.
Yeah,
for the first time, not for the last time. Hopefully,
definitely, man.
Before you go,
Yeah.
two things. One, obviously the socials. We'll do that here in a second, but let's get your final thoughts on the TKO, situation. What are your final thoughts?
I just don't think they have a good grasp of what wrestling is and what the wrestling fans want and what we are. I don't mean that in an insulting way. Just saying it is what it is. And they're approaching this from a very corporate standpoint, and they're just looking at everything as like numbers, and that's not how wrestling has ever worked. And yeah, it's supposed to be a blue collar man's, kind of thing, entertainment for the kids, for their families, and you're just cutting all those people out, and I think it's a shame. And yeah, I hope it doesn't kill wrestling, because it's like I said earlier, I've been watching it since I was 4 years old, and I would love to be able to take my kids someday to a wrestling event, because that's what my father did with me. And again, I hope that doesn't die. So that's my final take. And I know we're all wrestling fans, and we all have like sort of a sentimental thing with it. So yeah, that's just I just hope TKO doesn't kill it, but sadly it looks like it's going that route. So, let's just hope for the best.
Okay. I agree with you 100%. I like the way you worded it. I really do agree with what you're saying. I feel like it's the end of the line. I feel like TKO is just drawing us closer and closer to the edge of that cliff before they're going to push WWE off the cliff.
Yeah. And you feel helpless. You're like, there's nothing you can do about this.
I want to throw you guys a lifeline, a rope, and save you. I want to be like Spider-Man. Everybody gets one, but at the same time, like, y'all fucked yourselves. I was like, I'm just going to watch you die.
Yeah. It's almost like I want to like do the thing of like, you know what, I'm not going to watch just to show them, but then they'll just sell it to Saudi Arabia, which is even worse. So it's like we're kind of fucked.
Well, that's what I'm doing, though. I'm not watching. I've taken a stance. I've made a stand. I'm not watching any WWE product. I refuse to give them my viewership, because viewership equals dollars and cents in this world.
Well, let me say this. When TKO ruins wrestling and the wrestling podcast scene is all dried up, I have a nice place for you guys over here at Misfit Nation.
Oh,
You're
man.
all welcome. Just get into pop culture or movies or whatever. We'll do something else.
Oh man, that'd be dope, bro.
I'll wear my red hat.
Yeah.
There you go. And speaking of which, you can follow me over at on YouTube at the Misfit Nation Podcast or Rumble at the Misfit Nation.
Yeah.
You can follow or at the Misfit Nation on X as well. You can also follow me at Krishan the Don, spelled like it is on the screen.
Yeah.
At Krishan the Don on X.
Yeah.
Yeah. EOD, I got to get you on X. Are you on there?
Yeah. All
right, cool. I'll find.
Hey,
it's end of day is 33.
Yeah.
Cool. Or just go on my link tree. Everything's on my link tree.
Yeah.
Got you.
And Krishan is the truth, bro. Like y'all gotta check this man out. He the truth, bro.
Krishan, we're all getting hit with the link tree, man. You get one link and you get put everything on there.
It's like, the lazy man's promo. I got to get into that because I'm lazy as fuck with promo. So
all you do is set it up, and then once you set it up, you just got to give the one link, and then once they go to that one link, they can have all your links.
Nice. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna set that up then.
Yep, that's why I did it.
Yeah. And I want you guys on Rumble one of these days because I'm telling you,
I got a Rumble. Haven't been on it in a bit, but I got one.
Yeah. Hey, Joe, maybe you could fill him in on what I was telling you guys last night about Rumble. Because
yeah, I'll definitely do that. Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. All right, guys, thank you so much.
Right,
Kane,
take it easy.
Much love, brother.
Thank you.
Much love,
man,
bro.
thank you, bro.
All right, guys, much love, all of you. Later.
Much love, man.
Hey,
Take it easy, bro.
yes, sir. Hey, we got anything else you want to say?
He's a good guy, man. EOD.
Man.
I'm glad you finally got a chance to meet Krishan. He's a really nice guy.
Yeah.
Does really good things on his show. Misfit Nation podcast. They don't pull no punches, man. They talk truth, and they like debating. So if you want to debate something that they're talking about, and you have facts and you want to go with it, then definitely head over there.
Yeah.
They would love to. They love debating.
Then they'll bust your balls if you fucking up. They'll bust your balls.
Yep. Yeah, you got it. When you go over there, man, you better come with facts because they will look for them. They will look for the holes in your facts.
Yeah,
hey, for real.
Well, that means it's a good debate then.
Yeah, no, they'll find holes in your facts usually.
Yeah, DT, have a good night, bro.
Have a good night, DT.
Hey, we appreciate you for coming on, bro. We still waiting on you for the jumping on, bro. When are you gonna jump on? Like, you've been on long enough, bro. You could be on there and member, bro. Come on.
We are doing this thing called Joe Knows Wrestling. It is something new that we're trying out because of my of me walking away from all of WWE's product.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't. I just can't do it no more.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. When I found out that they were doing 2-night PLEs just to get off Peacock faster to get to ESPN.
Yeah, that was wild.
Mm-hmm.
That even pushed me even further. I was like, "What slimy motherfuckers!"
Yeah.
And that's how the Evolution pay-per-view came. Everyone was like, "How did that get thrown together?" And that was the main reason why it was thrown together.
And that's why we started
have an extra. I was like, "Wow, that's
2-night SummerSlams and 2-night Raw WrestleManias." And they started doing they wanted to do 2-night this, 2-night that, because they wanted to push the pay-per-views. So they
said, we fulfill our obligation. We only owed you this many PLEs, and this is how many we gave you. We actually gave you a little bit more. I was like, wow, that's great. Even though I did like Evolution. The build was trash, but the show itself was actually pretty good. But that was more of a coincidence than anything else and everything, because basically they just did it just to try to get out of this contract, which is wild.
It's an all women show. That's just usually trash.
We gotta get Joe his we'll get Joe his 5 minutes of this shit on WWE.
So, like I said, corporate greed and slimy, stupid shit like that is part of the reason that I stepped away from wrestling, WWE especially. I still watch AEW. I still watch like stuff in Japan and like CMLL. But if you are a wrestling company and you have anything to do with the WWE, I don't watch you. I don't watch TNA. I don't watch AAA. Yeah, I'm just. I don't watch anything. Anybody who has anything to do with WWE, I'm not watching.
I think what Joe's really saying is like I think he has a new a show coming out.
Huh.
It sounds like we need a new show. It sounds like we need
yeah.
something like AEW show on the P.U.W.F.
Yeah, that might be on the horizon too. I think I have someone who might be wanting to join me with that.
Who is it with Joe?
That'd be you, partner.
Oh. Oh.
That's a return of the Destroyers of Smoke.
Let's go.
We're gonna have to set the spark the dynamite and make some explosions happen.
We got the Brothers of Destruction coming up, man. Let's go.
Oh shit!
But also, Joe Knows Wrestling is also something I want to do, and I want to have more people on, and I want people to have an outlet and a voice. Like Terrell is the one that brought this up to me, and I want everybody. And thank you, Terrell, for doing that. But
shout out to Terrell and Wolfie, man. Like, hey, Terrell, man, get your rest, bro. Come on.
But he's like, a lot of people don't have an outlet to speak about how they feel about what's going on with WWE and how they're feeling, and they don't know how to express it, and nobody's talking about it.
Yeah.
Well, here's your outlet. Here I am. I've come 44 years of watching wrestling.
Dang. Y'all don't let the real Joe out.
Never thought I would walk away from WWE product. Never thought I would walk away from it. But here we are. 2025, I walked away.
Mm-hmm.
Too much money, too much greed, too much corporate politics and bullshit. Bad storylines to add to that. It's just got to the point to where it's not worth it to watch it anymore. It's gotten to the point where the product has gotten so bad that I had nothing good to say about the product anymore.
Yeah. Y'all let the real Joe come out now. Just the real Joe.
So I'm just going to be that outlet and that voice. Hopefully that, other people can come in and chime in and talk and, express how you're feeling about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I want other people to be able to talk about stuff. I want them to be able to get their feelings out, and I want them to be able to talk about because wrestling means a lot to me. It's been part of my life, my entire life. I've been in the wrestling business. I've been backstage of the wrestling business.
Yeah.
I've trained and I've watched and I've learned and I've done a lot. I know a lot about the business. Yeah. It's not just what you see on TV, because I know all the fan stuff, but I also know the stuff that you don't want to know about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Behind the scenes stuff that a lot of people don't want to know about.
Oh yeah.
The dirt.
Yeah, the good part.
That's not the good part. Some of that shit's dirty.
You know what I mean? The good part, the bad part, like, you know what I mean? Come on.
Like guys not getting paid.
Yeah.
Do a whole show and then all of a sudden people, the guy that does the booker is supposed to pay you or whatever is gone when the show's over.
Yeah.
And nobody gets a check.
Yeah. Or the guy we at the party and the guy screaming about he kicked me in the face the whole night. He kicked me in the face for real. You remember that, Joe?
Yep.
Hey, it was a dude that looked just like Matt Hardy. The whole night at the party, he kicked me in the face. It was crazy. It was funny, bro.
Yeah, he was doing it as a stand-up comedy joke.
Yeah, and it was funny, man. Oh my god, man.
We'd be in the middle of a conversation. He would just run out of nowhere and be like, "But he kicked me in the face."
Yeah, man. Like I said,
it hurt.
Best times with the behind the scenes stages with professional wrestlers is the most funniest because you don't see what people see. Like they're cool just like us.
No, they're so. It's very late,
Except for
very
Mickey
late.
James. Except for Mickey James.
But she's changed over the years. I think when she
Yeah.
got married and had kids, and you know what I mean.
Yeah, but when you come into a hotel, when you come into a apartment and you got dudes swarming around you like bodyguards, and like you don't like you too good to speak to people, man. Like, come on, man.
Well, that was back then, though, man. That was the snooty James.
Yeah, I give it to her, bro. But Mickey James, man.
That was back when she was Alexis Lurie.
Yeah,
I believe is what her name was called back then.
yeah,
But
true.
that's back then. That was when she was like way in the beginning.
Yeah, she was. Man, that was like 20 years ago. Okay, so I give it to her. Okay.
Jesus, I'm old.
Oh man.
Dirt.
Yeah, man, that was like
20 years don't even seem like that long ago, and I'm like, God,
bro, that was like that was back in the day when she used to like nobody liked her. Like she used to rat people out like to the trainers and the promoters and shit. Like so like nobody wanted to fucking say anything to her. She was at the party at a friend's house, like she came in and nobody wanted to let her in. But they were like, if we don't, she's gonna go rat everybody out that we're all fucking partying.
Man.
These are some of the stories you get on the P.U.W.F. wrestling channel.
Yeah, like it was bad. Like, and when she walked, she used to walk when she used to like push her chest out and like pump her ass out when she walked to garner more attention.
Man, we got some of the stories like if you went to
sure
OVW,
she's matured.
Yeah. If you went to OVW, we know about you.
If you're ever in Kentucky, we probably hung out and done some drinking at some point.
JCG, Mickey James, Shell Benjamin,
Armando Estrada.
Hey, Armando Estrada is the coolest motherfucker ever.
Very, very cool guy. Very, very cool guy. Fast. Very smart. Very intelligent person.
If I could find him, I'd love to have him on here, but Armando Estrada, man, he dope as fuck. Inside, outside, like in person, Armando Estrada is dope.
He was a very intelligent person.
Yeah.
Behind all that muscle, he had a very, very strong brain, and he had a very good brain for the business. And he was always super nice to me.
Yeah. Super nice to us.
Anytime, like last time I saw him, I think we went to Hooters and we were watching WrestleMania.
Yeah.
That was back a long time ago.
Yeah.
That was the last time I saw him.
Yeah.
That was before he got called up to WWE.
Man, we did a lot, bro. But anything else you want to say before we jump off this joint? And like I said, shout out to Krishan, Invisible Man, Invisible Woman. Man, dog. Hey, our platform is growing more and more. That we got to get shout outs to a lot of people, bro, because a lot of people gave us potential, and then we grew up from that, bro. Like for real.
I appreciate everybody for stopping by. For starters,
you one of us. Like, man, it's always a privilege to have you on there, bro.
I haven't seen you in a very long time, sir. It's definitely nice seeing you. I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, it was nice hanging out with you guys. Joe, because I know I think you were taking a break or something like that. But yeah, man, it's kind of cool. I'm glad I met all you guys because to me, I'm usually stay to myself and everything like that. But yeah, that got me out of my shell a little bit.
Motherfucker. You got family out here, motherfucker.
Hey, you and Kane could do a show together.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, you and Kane could do a show together. Like I said, bro, it's a privilege, bro. When that have you on here, bro, it's a privilege, bro. And thank you for coming on here every time. Even though we know you're a busy man. Thank you, bro.
Oh, no problem. Like, if I had to work today, I would have already left by now. But I'm off. So,
but
it's cool thing about being retired and having your own schedule. So
that's dope, bro. I look forward to getting to that stage. But shout outs, everybody. We got to do shout outs. I'm on 4%. So if my shit died, then
Okay.
my bad.
All right. Just follow me on End-of-Days Linktree /End-of-Days33. EOD 33 Wrestling Hub is on there. My video game channel End-of-Days 33. A cheap plug. My Nerd Nexus review is on there too on my Linktree account. We just put up some stuff today, so go ahead and follow. That's all pop culture stuff and nerd stuff. So.
Oh, and before this, hey, did you get a Ninja Gaiden game?
No, I told you I wasn't gonna get it like right when it comes out because I didn't want to pay like this $60.
Well, I pre-ordered it, so
I got Game Pass. I don't have to pay for it.
Hey, that's why they raised the price on you. That's why they raising the price because of you, Joe. Ha ha ha.
I do buy the games I like though. Eventually, when they go on sale.
But here's the thing though. They announced that they're not raising the prices to the people that are already subscribed. So and all those people that canceled their memberships are gonna have to pay the more money.
I'm glad I stayed.
I hope they do. Motherfucker. Joe, give me all socials and everything before my phone go out.
Joe BNCO and Linktree.
All right. King Destroyer.
Man, hey, y'all know what it is, man. Hey, it's King Destroyer on everything except for X.
Hey.
Except for X, it's King Destroyer turning heel.
Hey, you know how we do it. And then, like I said, when you see us four on the screen, we fucking up shit. So, hey, when you see us on screen next time, you already know what time it is. I want to thank y'all for being on here. King Destroyer, EOD, Joe. I'm surprised you on here, man. Hey, you made my day. I had to wake up out my sleep and be like, damn, Joe on here? Man, I thank you, bro, for being on here. And like I said, we'll see y'all goddamn motherfucking Saturday and everything. So we can talk about this shit, bro.
They got a 2-for-1 tonight.
Yeah.
Two shows, price of one.
Beat me bang. And then, like I said, we got Joe coming up with his Joe know everything. Joe and Kane, the Destroyer. Hey, you never know. Then we got Conspiracy Theories Mondays. So every third Mondays, look out for Conspiracy Theories. Man, Conspiracy Corner. Like I said, you never know. We gonna do a collab. You never know. I want to thank everybody for coming on. We about to jump on to the joint. And y'all have a good night. We'll see y'all. Peace.
Yo.